You need to shut the fuck up.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Fucking third time's the charm, right? Fucking sorry about that, everyone over on Mixer and, you know, everywhere else except Facebook. Sorry. It's Friday and I forgot to change the setting, which is why Facebook was not coming up at all. So, again, third time's the charm. I don't know. I know it says that I'm supposed to be with Mud Puppy, but Mud Puppy's not here right now, obviously. So it's okay. It's okay. We'll do it live. We'll fucking do it live. But I'm here with Mom, so yeah.
Mom's here to save the day.
Mom's here, but you're not going to see Mom. It's just me. Yeah, you're stuck with me. I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Right?
Not being on cam today.
Yeah, it's just sorry. But yeah, so how was your week, Amy?
It was pretty good, I guess. I mean, same stuff, different days, really.
Yeah.
Just taking care of kids, and thank God they're back in school. And just doing stuff for the station. That's pretty much been my week.
Fun.
Trying to think anything exciting. Like, no, nothing exciting here.
Yeah, freaking, yeah, no, my week has been pretty interesting. I did something to my back, which is why, like, I feel like I'm hobbling around like an old person, and I'm only, 31. Yeah, I'm 31. There we go. Hold on. And yeah, my fucking back went out earlier this week. Like, my doc hooked me up with some muscle relaxers, and so they're kind of helping, I guess. I don't know.
That's good. Oh, I know what I've been doing all week.
What?
I don't know if you followed my personal page. However, I've taken up this new hobby of trolling fake celebrities.
Oh, I have been a little. Like, you've been tagging me in them, and I'm like, these are great. Like, dude, some of them, when you answer back with like with what they're supposed to be like their song lyrics, hilarious.
Yes. Or it's like a totally different song. Like, they don't even sing the song. Like,
right.
Well, Tim McGraw, I replied back in his lyrics. And then, who was it? Cole Swindle.
Oh, yeah, it was Garth or no. It was George Strait.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And none of them were getting it. They're just like,
and then I also told the fake Cole Swindle that, like, I have, like, this horrible, like, condition where I have to take this drug called Fuck It All.
Oh, yeah.
And because the medication makes me forget stuff. And then my doctor can, switch it to grow a set, but I could grow testicles.
Right, yeah.
And he was so serious about, like, thinking I was going to die or something.
Oh, my God. That's terrible. But yes, William, my dogs are in the background. I'm currently a single mother of 3 dogs. So you see the one right there. His mom is on my bed, which they have decided to tear up because, fuck it, right? So that's his mother. And then his father is... Oh, I'm so sorry. I just ran over him. I'm so sorry. Nope. Oh, where did you go? Come here, Bubba's. And this is the dad. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so they're fucking causing a ruckus in my room / office right now. Hi. Okay, now go. You can go now. Yeah, those are my dogs. And they are divas, especially the black and white one. She's a fucking princess.
She likes Tupperware lids.
She does. Any fucking Tupperware that I leave in the sink, I know. She fucking gets a hold of and will destroy it. Even though I have spent hundreds of dollars literally on toys for all of them, she goes for the fucking Tupperware. Even though there's like 5 or 6 Kongs, just laying around the house. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah.
See, with Cletus, my shepherd, it's the big giant ropes for him.
Oh, dude, they fucking eat it. They'll shred it to the point where they eat it. And I'm like, okay, this isn't healthy. Like, Apollo, the puppy, he,
the big giant ropes for him.
Oh. And so he had actually started ingesting it, right? And to the point where, like, he was started to, like, poop it out. And so one day I let him out and he's, like, did his thing, but he had rope hanging out of his butt. And I was like, what do I do? Because he's, like, walking around all hunched over and he's looking at me like, help. So I went and I grabbed some fucking paper towel and I, like, pulled it out. And I was like, oh, this is so wrong that I'm doing this.
See, and the other thing with Cletus, like, we just, like, got tired of buying toys because he would just chew them up. So we just give him that, like, the 20-ounce soda bottles or 2-liter bottles. And here you go.
Right.
So much cheaper. And I'm not recycling, but I'm reusing. So does my, I guess, green whatever go up?
Mm-hmm.
Saving the planet.
Yeah, right? Maybe your carbon footprint goes down or
something.
That's it. I don't know. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, carbon footprint.
But yeah, so, and then what else happened? Wednesday I got a massage and that felt fucking phenomenal. If it didn't last as long as I wanted it to, and there was no happy ending, so I'm fucking pissed off about that. Like, and she wasn't cute. And, like, I'd seen movies, right? There's fucking movies out there that show, like, if you're female and you go to get a massage, eventually mouth stuff is going to happen. And that didn't happen. And so I'm kind of disappointed about that. But, whatever. Again, she wasn't cute. So I'm not that disappointed.
Well, there you go. There's always a positive to
right?
everything.
But yeah, and then like today, I don't know, like I've just been in a really good mood and it's mostly, all right, so basic bitch status for me right now. It's mostly because like my fucking eyeliner matches. And it's doing that's the only reason why I'm so fucking happy right now is because my goddamn eyeliner matches.
That's basic bitch. That's like
and
ultimate
cat eye, and I'm like, oh, I did it. So basic. I'm aware. I don't know what to tell you.
I would be excited.
Yeah, so I'm fucking super excited. But yeah, Kimberly, yes, I do have a husky dog. I have a husky, I have a German Shepherd, and then I'll show you guys again. That one is the product of the two of them. So he is a husky German Shepherd mix. So yeah. Hi, Jenna. But yeah, so here we go. Those are my dogs. And that's my room. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Because no one's getting invited into it. So that's as close as you're going to get. But yeah. So that's been my week. I don't know.
Do you have plans for this weekend?
This weekend, I think, right? Oh, it's Labor Day. I think I'm gonna hook up with, or like meet up with Spanky. We're not hooking up, but like I'm gonna meet up with her, and we're gonna go to the fair that's in like
The Central Texas Fair?
Yeah, we're going to the Central Texas Fair, so that should be fun. I know she's out there tonight, and she was like, I know you're working, but do you want to come? And I'm like, but I'm working. So I'll go tomorrow because it's all weekend. So Kimberly says hi to you, Mom.
Hi, Kimberly.
But yeah, so those are my plans this weekend. What are yours?
Cleaning.
Oh, fun. Oh,
Like
hey,
mom stuff, you know.
knock it off.
I
Both
lead
of you.
such an exciting life.
Right. Friggin' my fucking dogs are causing a goddamn ruckus. But then they look cute like that, like, so I can't stay mad at them. The fuck am I
Aw.
gonna do when I actually have kids? Like, they're gonna piss me off,
Duct
and
tape?
then they're gonna look all fucking cute, and I'm gonna be like, well, fuck me, right? Like, I can't fucking stay mad. Damn it. I don't know. William, that's actually mom and son. So, but yeah, they are buddies for sure.
Aw.
Yeah. So, I'm so sorry. Like, my voice is like in and out because I was sick earlier this week, and like today of all days, like I'm like, oh, I can breathe through my fucking nose. This is great. Just, my fucking voice is all raspy and shit, but whatever.
I mean, we might have had a mundane week, but I know other people in parts of the country have had an
right?
that was event-filled week.
Right? Especially everyone down on like the coast of Houston.
Yes.
Fuck, dude. I know Colleen got, I think it's something around like 600 people from that area.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In the expo center.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Belton.
Wait, how's that working with the fair?
Dude, I don't know. Hopefully,
Okay.
like I said, Spanky's going out there tonight, so hopefully she's doing like recon work. I don't, yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
Right? Fucking shit happens, right?
sure.
But yeah, so that was my week. I said already before. Sorry, fucking. I had to take some more medication early. Like, okay, so one, I collected like all my ibuprofen 800s that I ever got in the army. Like, I never really took them, but I saved all of the bottles because you never know when you're gonna need it, right?
Yeah.
And so, since I hurt my back earlier this week, I've been just using those to fucking help me feel better. So I took one of those earlier today, and then I took a couple of the muscle relaxers, which I don't remember what they're called. All I know is that my doc was like, here you go. All
Try
right.
these.
Right? Friggin' is awesome.
And I guess along with go ahead.
Oh, no, go for it.
I was gonna say along with hurricanes, there's a threat of another major hurricane.
Oh, yeah, Irma.
Yes. Sounds like she's gonna be a bitch.
Right? Well, right now she's projected to hit, like, go into the Bahamas, but then they're also projecting her to take, like, a sharp right turn and hit the fucking, like, East Coast, like, super bad. And I'm gonna say it because I'm from California. It's gonna be hella bad. I said it. What are you gonna do? Nothing. But yeah, she's gonna be like a bitch, and she's projected to be like a Cat 5. So, I don't know if anyone believes in foreshadowing, but maybe if you notice that this hooker is like hung a right turn and is heading towards you, if you're not like, active duty and you physically are unable to leave because you're not on leave, maybe send your family away. I don't know. Maybe.
Kind of interesting. Harvey's kind of going up east, and now
Irma's Harvey
yeah,
is in Tennessee right now.
So maybe she's pissed that Harvey is running off.
Right. And then you might get something actually, because there's a system off of Baja, California that's going to be going through Mexico. So you might get some of that.
Oh, good.
Right? You need rain.
Hot. Well, it's not really hot. It's actually been mild here in El Paso.
Oh, nice.
It's been in like the 80s, low 90s, and barely like any humidity. So it's actually comfortable versus 80s and 90s at Fort Gordon in Georgia or at Fort Hood.
Or Stewart.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Like, Jenna just like appeared out of nowhere, like underneath my legs. And tickled a little bit. Like, can I help you? Like, excuse me, madam. But yeah. So, fuck it. You want to get into some fucked up stories? Like, okay, I understand it's Friday, and like I want to try and keep it like upbeat and like, happy, because again, Friday. But there's a couple like what the fuck stories I need to get off and like out and like just get them over with.
I think I know which ones you're talking about.
I think you do too. Like, okay, so this first one, all right, and like just fucking disclaimer: if you don't want your fucking kids, I'll take them. Like, I'm throwing that out there right now. Like, if you are a parent and you're like, I don't want my kid anymore, I think I might fucking off them, give them to me. Like, I'll happily take them. Like, I don't have any like human kids of my own yet. Hopefully it'll happen. I don't know yet. But I'll fucking take them off your hands for you. So one is from my home state of California. A father admitted to killing his 5-year-old son to get back at his wife, according to investigators. And he was sentenced Wednesday to 25 years to life in prison. During the hearing, his estranged wife damned him to hell. Quote, I hope you relive the image of murdering my baby every day of your insignificant life. She said, may your dark soul burn in eternal hell. Oh, fucking get it. Like, honestly, I think that's too light of a curse. You can definitely get darker and like a bit more vengeful.
Sadistic?
With it. Yeah, that too. She also called her husband a failure as a father, as a man, and a human being. There's no real pain, just an incomprehensible deadness. Like my son, I too have died. So the father pled guilty earlier this month in Los Angeles County Superior Court to first-degree murder in the April death of his son after a family trip to Disneyland. So yeah, so you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking take the kid out to like the happiest place on earth, and then I'm gonna fucking kill him because I have no soul. Like, who the fuck does that?
Psychopaths.
God, seriously. And then that leads us, and like that kid was 5, right? And he was a fucking cutie. And then this leads us into another story in Kansas, or is it Missouri? It's Kansas City. Who's 7, and he was tortured to death and then fed to pigs. And they're saying like the state agencies failed him. So apparently the state is being sued now because this happened back in 2015. But it looks as though a wrongful death lawsuit was filed in both states, so Kansas and Missouri, since Kansas City is in both. The kid's biological mother, maternal grandmother, and oldest sister filed a wrongful death lawsuit It contends that child service agencies failed to keep the boy out of harm's way. Despite all the despite all the warning signs, the hotline calls, and the evidence of the child's mistreatment, they effectively allowed his father and stepmother to continue to abuse, torture, and ultimately murder the little boy while they stood idly by writing it all down, the family's lawyer claimed in the lawsuit. The lawsuit alleges that the state's intervention was, quote, limited to instructing the boy's father and stepmother to sign a piece of paper agreeing to stop abusing the boy, a legal equivalent of a pinky swear. Quote, as it turned out, that signed paper might as well have been the boy's death warrant, the family's lawyer wrote. The lawsuit asked for $25,000 in damages. Representatives from the Kansas Department for Children and Family declined to comment to the Kansas City Star, but a spokeswoman previously released a statement about the case, saying the agency followed the family as Michael and Heather Jones, quote, worked constantly to evade our intervention. Like, what the actual fuck?
Wow. Like, it's almost just as, because you hear stories where kids are pulled out of foster care. I mean, not out of foster care, but out of, parents,
for
their
little
custody.
Stupid things.
And they get stuck in foster care, and they end up being, like, their treatment in foster care is worse than what their, biological parents, have done. And, like, for me, like, those, like, his father and stepmother, they both need to be bound and thrown in the same pig pen and eaten alive.
Well, they're saying
while conscious,
right? But yeah, so they're saying that his father and stepmother moved him from place to place across Kansas and Missouri. His stepmother captured photos of the horrors, images stored online and later recovered by authorities. Yeah, so in several instances, the boy was shown strapped to a table and blindfolded or standing in neck-deep water in the family's dirty swimming pool overnight. In other photographs, his mouth looks bloody and bruised, his teeth rotting, his hands swollen from being restrained. In another picture, the boy appears to be tied up with a plate of food in front of him and a bar of soap in his mouth.
Wow.
Alongside one of the images reportedly captured from a surveillance camera from the stepmother, there appears to be two words, the boy. During his final days in the fall of 2015, the young boy was trapped in a white tiled shower stall and left to die. Prosecutors later said the boy essentially starved to death. His body was fed to pigs. The remains were found in a livestock pen on the family's property on November 20th, 2015.
Poor kid.
Right? And then, like, the more fucked up part about this is that they kept his body in the house for 2 weeks before feeding him to the pigs.
Wow. I'm sorry. It's just the smell. I mean,
right?
Wow.
And apparently, a child told investigators he heard the boy's name is Adrian. They heard Adrian screaming, "I'm going to die," through a vent, and his stepmother telling him to suck it up. Both stepmother and father pled guilty last year to first-degree murder and were sentenced to life in prison.
It's too easy.
Right? I agree. It's way too fucking easy. They got off way too easy. What the hell do you want? You were just outside. See, this is why, like, I kind of would prefer, like, actual, like, people kids, because then they could tell me what they want. And I don't have to sit here and guess, because they've got food, they've got water, and I just had them outside. So
attention.
I don't know, right? Like, that's probably it. But I've been giving them attention all day. But, it's never enough.
Of course. Even when you have human kids, it's never enough attention.
Right. Fucking ridiculous.
Now, I just keep thinking, like, what that little boy had to endure, like, living with his parents. And like you said, if you don't want the kid,
Right?
give them up.
There's agencies that'll fucking take them in and be like, oh, okay, we'll take your kid for you. So that way no harm comes to them. Like, you would think it would be that easy. Be like, just going up and be like, just fucking drop him off on a fucking orphanage step. Like, put a fucking note on him, like, tape it to him and be like, here you go. Like.
But these people they've had to have been so fucked up in the mind to think to just do this to a kid.
Right? It's ridiculous. But yeah, so those are my 2 what the fuck stories, and I'm so glad we got them out of the way.
Okay, what's the next story?
So you know Sheriff David Clark, right?
Yes.
From Milwaukee, he resigned. Yeah.
I heard about that.
He resigned. So yeah, he sent in his resignation letter, but the letter did not say why the sheriff was leaving the office more than a year before his term is up. Clark's office referred questions to an email address that he had provided, but he did not immediately respond to an email seeking his reasons for leaving or what he planned to do next. His most recent Twitter post from Thursday afternoon showed him posing with law enforcement officers at the National Fraternal Order of Police convention in Nashville. Clark was one of the few African Americans to speak at the Republican National Convention last year. He has been vocal about gun rights and critical of what he called, quote, hateful ideology of Black Lives Matter movement, saying at times, stop trying to fix the police, fix the ghetto. He's been sheriff.
Makes sense.
Huh? Right? I mean, it's like he had fucking common sense or some fucking shit. He had been sheriff of Milwaukee County since 2002 and spent more than 2 decades before that with the city's police department. But yeah, he fucking resigned. Why would he resign?
Like a year before.
Right? That's weird. Although it said something about like it's rumored that he's going to work for Trump now. But I don't know.
It's possible. I know Trump holds Sheriff Clark in like one of the highest regards.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see him being a part of Trump's cabinet.
Right.
As to what? I wonder who's getting fired. We'll find out next week or so.
Right? Stay tuned. Dude,
for the Trump
for real.
saga.
Everyone, have you noticed that like a bunch of people have been like fucking bouncing from his cabinet? I don't know what to make of that. I'll be honest. I don't know what to make of that. Because like on one hand, either they weren't fit for the job or they're like, holy fuck, it's burning down. Like I better escape now. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard telling. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's burning down. However, I think it's probably more they weren't fit and they probably didn't expect the job to entail as much, I don't want to say drama,
does?
but yeah, we'll put it in that sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's been a lot more drama because even though, this quote unquote part of the Trump administration, like that's Becky, that's on their record. I want to say, it's on the record, resume for, ever now. So I don't know if that's what they want. And most of the people that he picked, I don't think were bad people. Everything with the political climate right now in the United States, it's so rocky.
Yeah.
I don't think people know what to do anymore.
Yeah. It's getting bad. I know a lot of people are like, fuck it, let's just start a new civil war. It's like, I agree, but at the same time, I don't. But at the same time, I'm all fucking for it because I know where I'm going when shit hits the fan, and that's a house that is fucking stockpiled and ready to go and is like fucking ready for it. That's where you'll find me. And I'll be fucking armed.
But my thing is, with the whole climate, like they want a civil war, like with everything going on with the monuments, like they want like, those people who are fighting and protesting to have the monuments taken down are wanting a civil war because there's, it's not just because of the monuments.
Yeah.
But, and then like I've said a couple times this week, it's, the Democrats put up those monuments, but now they're protesting to take them down.
I know.
Makes no sense.
They want their own history, like, removed. Yeah, I don't fucking know. But, okay, so speaking of the monuments, I've actually found North Carolina County is strongly supporting one of the Confederate statues that they've got. So it says, ever since demonstrators in Durham, North Carolina toppled a bronze Confederate statue from its tower, Bradley Dixon has worried about the fate of a similar monument 30 miles west. It's a statue that honors 1,100 Confederate soldiers from Almanance, I think that's how it's pronounced, county, is one of the dozens in the country facing renewed calls for removal after violence at an August 12th rally in Charlottesville. The protest to planned removal of the statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. Dixon, who is a 30-year-old descendant of some of those Civil War soldiers, considers the threat a personal affront. Quote, "It is a direct blow at my family, at my blood," Dixon said from the front porch of his 1930s farmhouse where chickens wander in the yard and he crafts blacksmithing anvils from an old train track. "I'm not going to watch that monument fall." To him, the monument pays tribute to ancestors who served to protect the powers reserved for states by the U.S. Constitution's 10th Amendment. His relatives were not slave owners, he said, and he insists they did not fight to preserve an institution he calls sickening. Historians cannot speak to every individual soldier's motivations, but Dixon's pride in his heritage sheds light on why he and like-minded supporters are strident in their defense of symbols they say represent a shameful past. Quote, "My family was called to action and they went. These men deserve recognition for their sacrifice." And I fucking completely agree. Like, we can have monuments for Union soldiers, that's fine, but it should also be fine to have monuments for Confederate soldiers because, once again, they are U.S. soldiers, like veterans who died. Sure, it was in a battle against ourselves, but they're still U.S. citizens. And, like, Congress made sure of that. When was that? Like, in 74? Or 53?
Yeah, a long time ago.
I don't know.
Well, oh, shit. That makes me feel old.
Right.
Then it's 74. A while ago. We'll put it that way.
You know, like, Congress made sure that these guys on the Confederate side were to be held in the same view as any other United States veteran. So why shouldn't we have statues for them? You know, and like there was one in Atlanta that got fucking destroyed, and it was to children who were told to fight in the fucking Confederate side. Like, you know, people, like, they were having kids as young as 11 take up arms in the fucking war, and so that statue was for them. As like a remembrance, like, hey, don't forget about the child soldiers that were out there. Like,
this is the I guess the result of what happened.
You know, like, it wasn't just able-bodied men. They had people out there from 11 years old up to 80. You know? Like, 11-year-olds should not be in a fucking war.
Well, no, they shouldn't, and I'm glad, things have changed over the years.
And Mimi brings up a good point in the Facebook live chat. Before you know it, these people if these people destroy these monuments, who's to say they won't deface and destroy the Vietnam Veterans Memorial because someone is, quote, offended, unquote. And I fucking agree with you. Like, it comes back to the same old thing. Where does it stop? Where is the line drawn? And the thing is with the Vietnam War Memorial is that does get defaced. Like, there's one in LA, and that one gets fucking defaced all the time. People fucking come up and fucking spray paint it all the time, and it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Where is it? I think it's in Venice Beach. I think that's where it is, but I'm not I'm not 100% sure.
I know which one you're talking
Yeah,
about, because 2 years ago there was a big thing.
Yeah.
Or no, it was a year ago about the douchebag and it wasn't really somebody protesting against the war. It was just somebody doing a fucking
Being
gang
an
tag.
asshole.
Yeah.
And then also a good point. Erasing history because you don't agree with it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It's part of who we are as a country. It was a dark time with brother fighting brother. The memory should be embraced. I fucking agree. In my fucking family, I had brother fighting brother for the Civil War. I come from the brother who fought on the Union side. But yeah, his fucking brother fought on the Confederate side. And because of that, we lost contact with him. And like, we have no idea if he survived that war or if he like lived or, you know, we don't fucking know what happened to him because he cut off all contact with the family that stayed on the Union side. Which, you know, that sucks that shit like that had to happen back then.
Well, what people should do is, everybody's heard of the Hatfield and McCoys, like the whole story. I don't know if you have or not.
I don't think so.
Basically, I mean, they're all related, and there was this giant feud. You know, one family was from Kentucky, another was from West Virginia, and the whole feud was because one part of the family fought for the Confederate side, one family fought for the Union side, and it lasted for years just because of that. It's really interesting, like the climate of the war at that time and seeing how it affected this family. I definitely would, you know, read up on it.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's at least one fucking Confederate statue in North Carolina that is being defended. And then I know Alabama has passed a state law that no Confederate monuments are going to be taken down. And I know in Texas, we can use deadly force to stop someone from destroying or defacing any monuments.
Yes, for vandalism.
Hell yeah, deadly force, bitches. Fuck with us. Right? I wonder what would actually happen if someone were to do that. You know, like, oh, you shot someone. Yes, I did. Well, why'd you shoot them? They were defacing property. I know technically it's protected, but
I would see if that happened, I would foresee Facebook exploding.
Oh my God. Dude, could you imagine all the liberals?
Yes, and Facebook lawyers.
And not just the moderate liberals, but the bleeding heart liberals. Oh my God.
Let's see here, what else? And the thing is, I think that kind of stems from the whole, because wherever you live and gun laws, you got to understand them. It's a part of, I want to say, the Castle Law.
Oh yeah, I love
basically,
that law.
In the state of Texas, I'm here at my house and I see somebody breaking in my neighbor's house, you have every right to use deadly force to stop the crime.
Right, because you're protecting the castle.
Correct. And on top of that, with your car, you don't need a concealed weapons or a concealed carry permit to conceal your gun in the car. That is also, covered under the Castle Law.
Yeah. Friggin', I love this state. I know I'm repping I've got a 49er jersey on and I've got a 49er flag back there and I've got my California flag over there. That's my home state. So I'm, as much as it sucks, it's my home state. And it's all I'm always going to have a fond spot in my heart for it. But god damn, I love Texas. And I hate admitting that because in the Army, I met all these fucking Texans who are California ain't shit to Texas. And I'm like, fuck you, Texas sucks. But in my head, I'm like, no, it doesn't though. So if I ever come across a Texan who's like, Texas is the best state ever, I'm going to argue that it's not, just for the sake of arguing But at the same time, I'm going to agree and be like, yeah, no, it is.
I mean, California didn't used to be all that bad.
No, it didn't until it fucking turned into fucking hippie central. And like, I get it. Like, you know, I can understand where they're coming from. But god damn, like they took it to an extreme. And then on top of that, they've all started to move to Texas. They're fucking flooding Austin. And why? Go back.
And then what's happening because of that, they're trying to, change the fucking taxes.
Right? Ugh.
Because of whatever. And you're just kind of like, didn't you just leave California because of that?
Right? Because of all of these taxes? Like, god damn. Like, I don't know. I still have family out there. A bunch of them have moved to Arizona. Like almost all of them. And then my dad is in Washington State, like out in the fucking boonies, nowhere, Washington State, like Eastern Washington. And yeah, like I have 3 siblings still in California, and I don't know why they're still there. I'm just like, move, get out while you still can, Come
to Texas.
Right? Well, no, and then like my mom wants me to move to Arizona. And I'm like, I just moved out of there. Like I just got back to Texas. I don't want to move back. And she's like, but the whole family's here. And I'm okay.
There's a reason.
And I was like, I didn't really see my family while I was living there. Like, and that's fine. Like, I'm used to being on my own. Like, I've done it ever since I turned 18 and I joined the Army. Like, I've been away from family for the last 13 years now. I'm fine. Like, it's okay. But, yeah.
See, I like living pretty far from my family, but after this recent trip and spending 2 days in the car, I kind of want to move a little closer. But I still want to be far enough to where they just can't show up.
Right. And like, that's my thing. Like, I want to live far enough away to where you have to contact me in order to tell me that you're on your way over.
Yes.
Like, I don't just show up, because I'm going to be like, why are you here? And you're going to be like, let me in. No. Why are you here?
And the only people that I kind of have an exclusion for is my mom and my stepdad. They're both truck drivers, and occasionally they'll have a route close to wherever we are. And sometimes, they don't know until 24 hours before, they get to my house. And of course, then, I would drop all my plans, if I didn't have like anything life, death situations going on. But that's the only they're the only people I would do that for.
Right. Yeah, but no. Like friends are one thing, like, but even then I'll be like, so what's up? Why are you at my house again?
Right.
Like I'm super just even if it's like 2 minutes, just a heads up, just like a quick, hey, I'll be there soon. Oh, okay. Let me throw pants on.
And a bra,
and a bra. Good question. Unless it's hoodie season, and then no. Which it's almost hoodie season in like 5 months. It'll be hoodie season here in Texas. So
soon.
Right? Soon. Fucking oh my god. So, I need to talk football just for a little bit because I can. There's only 6 days left until the regular season starts, and I'm fucking pumped up because I'm going through football withdrawals. And then, college football tomorrow. I'm so excited.
See, I've heard, but I don't have cable, so I can't get that excited.
Just go to Buffalo Wild Wings. They have like all the games on all the time. Like I'm probably going to spend a good portion of my day there tomorrow, drinking beer and eating wings and watching football. And
there you go.
Oh, and I'll have like resting bitch face on because like, I'm going to end up going by myself because I don't have friends or something. And I don't want the strange to talk to me.
The strange. I mean, if I was there, I'd go with you.
I know. But yeah, so friggin'. Aw, thanks, D-Max, for hosting us.
Aw.
But yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is take our break a little early tonight, and I'm going to try and get in touch with Mud Puppy, because...
Yes, and I'm dancing in my seat.
So that way you're not just stuck looking at my face all goddamn night. But yeah, so we'll be back here in like 4 minutes. So don't go anywhere. All right, so we shall see you back shortly. Okay. Bye.
Take this photograph, tell me what it is you see when you look at me. Deep into the photography, I don't really need your sympathy, just tell me your thoughts. Have I got what they got, and is it a plot done for naught? Am I not like you because I do what I do? Who knew that I could lose a few of you cause I bleed blue? But it's true, I know cause I see it every day as I work and I sleep the day away. Like you I have pain and like you I have fear. Can I pay all of the bills and still make it through the year? Will I make it home alive? Should I pray to the sky every day and every night? Will I hold you by my side? But in the public eye, I don't even have a heart. A robot of the system moving only when I'm told to start. Rip apart my art, I'm strong like a flower blooming. You got it all wrong, I know. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
Call me a vet like a soldier, Green Beret, 21 gun salute, don't wanna see today. In the constant war zone, in the home of the brave, where they hate the police until they saving the day. I got kids like you, a mortgage like you, so blue lives matter, and so does yours too. All this separation and divide, open your eyes. If you cut us all open, we the same inside. The only difference is I run to the gunfight, get peace when it's chaos, when the people don't act right. But I'm under scrutiny for trying to protect me. You pull a pistol and I'm shooting for trying to contest me. I got a quick second to make a deadly decision. The media betrayed me like a kid for a living, like I'm cold with no heart, a brain with no thoughts, a body with no feeling, a life with no cause.
Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't. It's like every single time I say what's on my mind, they go for my throat, they spew evil words. A few are absurd, always grinding, grinning, and killing my soul with these verbs. Hold me down, like I can't gasp for air. I'm closed inside of a box, like I'm inside Fort Knox. Every time that I'm there, I don't know why they think that I'm different from you. All that's true is I'm a like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
right, and we're back. Well, I'm back. I think Mom is still doing her thing. Yeah, so you're just stuck with me. Sorry. I was unsuccessful in contacting the puppy of mud. So here we are. It's just me. Please don't. And my dogs. So there's Jenna. And she's a hooker. There's not really much else I can tell you about her. Just she's kind of a bitch. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into more news stuff while we wait for Mom to come back. Oh, wait. Is she? Mom.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Did you get mud?
No.
Oh, okay. You want me call you on your other one?
You can if you want.
I think I have you down on your...
I don't know. But yeah, and I'm taking callers too, so if anybody wants to call in, by all means, please do. Don't be a fucking troll, though, because then I'll ban you. Because I can't.
No, then I'll just hang out.
Yeah, all right. Oh, hey, look. WTF Nation Radio, thanks for calling. You're on live on the air. Hello? Hello? Cause.
Speak words.
Right? Hello? Yeah, hello. We'll try it again. Let me call you. So yeah, so while we wait for Cause to figure out what he's doing, or not doing, I should say. So we'll try that again later. But yeah, okay, so back to football, right? So allegedly, you know that Brock Osweiler was traded from the Houstons, or the Texans, whatever. I don't like Texas teams. And I will, okay, even though I live in Texas, I will never be a Cowboys fan. Fuck the Cowboys. I'm a Niners fan. It's just fuck the Cowboys. And I fucking said it. So yeah,
Here comes the pitchforks,
right?
And tiki torches.
Right? I'm gonna have a fucking angry mob outside my house now. Whatever. I don't give a shit. So yeah, so allegedly Brock Osweiler has been cut from the Browns.
Oh, I mean, they might have done him a favor.
I mean, which means he's now free, but at the same time, the regular season starts in 6 days, and they cut him for underperforming and underwhelming them. And keep in mind now, he was like the highest paid NFL player last year. I think he was getting like $47 million to suck on the Texans. And then they traded him to the Browns, and the Browns had agreed to pay him $17 million. And yeah, so I don't know.
Interesting.
Right? Yeah. The Browns announced they would release Brock Osweiler. And he was traded to the Browns to acquire a... Oh, you motherfucker. That's what we're gonna do now? Fucking not classy. I've already been fucking flushed before. I've fucking been through it. Don't fucking do it. Stupid. Fuck. But yeah, so he was acquired by the Browns from the Texans with a 2018 second round pick in exchange for a 4th round selection in this past year's draft. In 2 games this preseason, Osweiler went 12 for 22 with no touchdowns and an interception. There were rumors of trade talks, but the Browns could not find a taker for his $17 million contract. The Browns, it just fucking repeats itself.
So I'm just curious, why, to me, I don't understand why they start them off at such a high salary.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, he took a huge cut going from Houston to Cleveland. A huge pay cut.
Look at it like, for if you work for an employer, they just don't, hey, here's the highest pay, and then you suck. You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe because
that's how I'm looking at it.
I mean, so like last year, he did pretty good on the Houstons, but Houston only tired of Osweiler after just one season where he was benched at one point, though he played pretty good in the playoff win over Oakland. But his subpar accuracy and quirky personality proved a poor fit in Cleveland as well. He's now free to sign with any team, and it's difficult to see anyone claiming his massive contract. Osweiler's departure means that Kevin Hogan and Cody Kessler remain as the backups to Kaiser? Kizer? Kaiser? I don't fucking know.
Kaiser. Kind of like the roll. I'm a baker. That's why I knew that.
Or, like Nazi Germany, the Kaiser. I don't know, but there's an A in that, right? I don't know. Or like, or Kaiser Permanente, like the hospital.
There you go.
But yeah, so fucking, I don't know. Just, yeah. And then the Seahawks and the Jets have traded Jermaine Kearse and Sheldon Richardson.
Oh.
So the New York Jets are allegedly done with Richardson and sent him to the Seattle Seahawks in exchange for wide receiver Kearse and draft picks that have yet to be revealed, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. Richardson, who's 26 years old and apparently single, no, I don't know that, but why they have to throw in his age, I don't know, is one of the best young defensive linemen in the NFL and earned a spot in the Pro Bowl in 2014. But he struggled to stay out of trouble in the early years of his career. In the last 2 months alone of the 2016 season, the 26-year-old defensive end arrived late to team meetings, used profanity on Snapchat, and publicly criticized teammate Brandon Marshall. You can't swear? He's an adult. Why can't he swear? And it's Snapchat. Who the fuck cares if he swears on Snapchat? Who the fuck cares?
I don't know. You got me on that one.
Right? According to NFL insider Ian Rappaport, the Jets were making calls to potentially trade Richardson. A few days before the 2017 draft, Jets general manager told Connor Hughes that he wasn't going to speculate or comment or on anything we're doing. So the one-time Pro Bowler signed a 4-year, $10 million rookie contract, but the Jets picked up the 5th-year option in his rookie deal, and Richardson was scheduled to make a little over $8 million in 2017. Richardson was the 4th overall draft pick of the 2013 NFL draft and made an immediate impact with the Jets. It's the Jets, though, and the Jets suck. So I don't understand why.
Who knows?
Right? Is he really worth $10 million? I don't know. But yeah. So
I'm worth $10 million.
Right? I think I am.
I don't know about my husband, but
Right? But yeah. And then, okay. So I found an article about Kaepernick because fuck that guy. who's still, by the way, unsigned, which is fucking awesome.
Oh, I thought the Broncos were going to do so. Unless, something's changed. I don't know. It's just all hearsay.
No, this article is from literally 6 hours ago. So Colin Kaepernick's protests are not the reason the 29-year-old remains out of the NFL a week before the start of the 2017 regular season. Rather, it's his handling of the situation. And that's according to one NFL general manager. Oh, wait. WTF Nation Radio, you are live and on the air. Hello. Hello.
Hey, hello.
Oh, hi, Kaz.
What's up?
Oh, not much. How are you?
I figured out what was wrong, and I fixed it, and here I am.
Oh, good.
You're like loud.
You're very, very loud.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
A little.
Is that better?
Much better.
I feel like an optometrist. Is this getting worse or better?
Right? Option A or option B? One or two. It's like they look the same. I don't know.
2 or 3.
Right? I get so confused by that fucking little thing because I'm like, no, literally, they all look the same. I don't know. Just like
I always want to say, no, go back 2. Well, I can't do that.
Right? Go back to 2.
It's like the worst thing to ask women, like, because we're indecisive.
God, right? It's like it's encoded into our fucking DNA.
Okay, number 2. What do you mean?
You're right.
Can I phone a friend?
Right? Hold on. I need a second opinion about this. Do you think number 1 is better or number 2? Like, this is for your eyes. No, it's fine. I need her input as well. Like, you hush up. But yeah, no, and then no, the hearing test though, I get almost like anxiety from them because I'm like, did I hear it?
Or did I not?
Right? Like, I think I heard it. Click, 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 click. I've actually gotten like told over my headphones, like, please stop clicking the button. And I'm like, but I swear the sound is there. I must be hearing shit that nobody else is able to hear. Like,
well, that'll make you a pretty good mom.
Right? Like, what's going on? Like fucking radar and shit.
Yep.
Hi. I know. I can actually like one of these assholes are fucking like doing something they're not supposed to. I can like fucking pick up on it and I'm like go out there and I fucking catch him. Like this one likes to dig in the trash and get Q-tips because apparently her dog food is not filling enough, so she needs to eat Q-tips because she's a nasty hoe. And yeah, so like I'll fucking.
That's funny.
Like yesterday, like
you have hearing that's similar to parents' hearing. I mean, you've got 3.
I know.
3 dogs there. You know, if it's too quiet, then
it is.
They're getting into something.
Right? Yeah, no. Like yesterday I caught, so like, I have a lot of fucking hair. I shed like my fucking dogs do, like constantly. And yesterday I caught that one kind of like just kind of going like, right? And I was like, the fuck, like what's in your mouth, young lady? So I go over and I like pry her mouth open and it was my fucking hair. Do what?
It was a Minx hairball.
It was. Like, because like when I do, like when it's shower, like, well, not shower day because I shower every goddamn day, but when it's like wash my hair days, because I don't wash it every day, I normally like, I'll sit there and I'll like comb through like my conditioner, right? And like while I do that, I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm fucking going bald. Like, this is great. Like, I don't know how I still have hair left at all. I don't know. Like the amount of hair that I collect off like when I shower and when I fucking brush my hair is ridiculous. That like I don't, and then like off of me throughout the day, I'm like, oh god, get it off. But yeah, no, I fucking. Anyways, back to fucking Kaepernick. We just fucking derailed a little.
My fault.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The NFL general manager says it doesn't have to do with the protest. If it did, then teams would be cutting the players who are standing or kneeling during the anthem. The league is filled with guys who are protesting the same exact way who are on rosters. I know our roster has players who have protested. That doesn't affect if we sign them. So, So apparently it's just because he's a fucking crybaby and is immature about it. Because that's what they say. They say that it boils down to his fucking maturity as a person and as a quarterback. So,
Well, I'm pretty sure.
fuck you.
I personally think it has. I mean, you're
Work
being
ethic.
divisive. I mean, you're being divisive. You're using that pulpit,
Yeah.
your fame or your whatever, to make a statement that's not. It's not your turn to do that. It's your turn.
Right.
To put on the uniform and try to get that fucking helmet on that big foofy head of yours and play football.
I always, seriously, ever since he got that goddamn fro, I need to know how he gets his fucking helmet on.
I think the hair
how
is
does
gonna
that
come
work?
out of ear holes. You know those little holes that go by the ears?
Yeah.
I think all that shit comes out there.
So here's something to think about. Like, if
Okay.
you protest it, like at your job, like
Yes.
us, I guess peons are at our, regular job, and we protest it at our job and focused more on the protest, what would happen?
I'm not sure, but I just got
We get
something red on
fired.
my nose.
Oh,
Weird.
Well, I mean, I guess it all boils down to he's doing personal business on company time.
yeah, pretty much. Like, if you're going to protest, do it on your own time, not while you're getting paid.
Not while you're in uniform.
Do it on your own time, on your own social media, on your own platform. But that's just my opinion.
Right?
The news interviewed Des Bryant from the Dallas Cowboys. Your not favorite team, but he's just like, Kaepernick's free to do whatever he wants. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying he's wrong. But the way in which he went about doing that was
Wrong.
not. It was wrong.
Right? Ugh. Does Brian. God damn it.
He turns you on, doesn't he?
No.
No?
But who? Dak, right? Dak is your quarterback?
Dak Prescott, yeah.
Yeah. I'm fucking pissed because he was supposed to come to the Niners. Or no, sorry. So last season, 2016 season, during the 16 draft, Chip Kelly saw Dak Prescott and he's like, I fucking want him. And our general manager was like, no.
Oh, I bet that's biting him in the ass.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad we got a new GM. So fucking glad. And I know it's preseason, and we went 2-2 during preseason, and I understand it's not that good, but it's not that bad. And again, it's fucking preseason. But I'm just excited for fresh blood in the command area,
I like preseason only because you're going to get to see the young ones, the younger players play.
Yes.
And get some experience that no one's ever going to see.
Yeah.
Unless they're just phenomenal.
Right. But
and with Osweiler going out, you're going to have some an essential nobody
take
who may have
over.
a spectacular fucking record. I mean, it's like Dak Prescott. Romo got hurt. Prescott got called up. And look at the Cowboys season last year. He did a really damn good job.
Yeah. Right? Oh, and it could have been a goddamn Niner. Ugh, whatever. Just don't. So glad don't have to deal with that fucking drama queen anymore.
So do the Cowboys ever play the Niners here in Arlington?
No. This year it's in San Mateo.
Oh damn!
I
was
know,
gonna say,
right?
I'll wear a Cowboys jersey.
Oh
You
my
can wear
God, that would be
side by side.
so amazing. Hold on. I've got the app. Hold on. I will tell you when exactly it is. And I'm actually planning on going to, because the Niners play the Texans in December. And I'm planning on going to that because I've got some friends down there who live in Houston and they didn't get flooded out or like destroyed or whatever. Okay, so Cause.
Yeah.
Dallas goes to San Francisco on October 22nd.
Okay.
Sorry, and we've got we're the second set of games that go. And then San Francisco is coming to Houston December 10th. And I'm really hoping I can get to that game. I want to go so badly. So badly. Like I've never been to a Niner game and I need to go.
I've lived up here in the area since I left Fort Hood when I got out of the Army, and I haven't been to a Cowboys game.
You haven't?
No, dude, I'm like 2 exits away from the stadium.
I know you are. But yeah, so I need to go. Oh yeah, okay. So Jenna's holding one of these Kong bones, right? I have 5 of them. And then the normal Kongs, I've got 4 of them. And yet she wants fucking Tupperware. I don't.
That's funny.
Fucking bitch. Ugh. But
so
yeah.
if someone would buy you a Christmas gift,
right?
of Tupperware, would you just turn around and give it to?
No. Oh, god damn, again. Fucking, this is what I get for having people call, right? And opening up the phone lines. Like, fuck Minx, right? We're gonna flush her all goddamn night. And then people wonder why I don't answer the phones. Because I don't want to have to fucking deal with this bullshit.
He's ruining it for everybody.
I know. Well, no, it was a different number. It's a different number.
It's probably using some app.
Right.
Where it disguises the number.
Right. I swear to God, D-Max, if it's you, I'm going to hunt you down.
He might like that, so don't threaten him with that.
Yeah.
You might be right. Damn it. But, yeah.
So anyway, if someone, me, were to buy a bunch of Tupperware for you and send it to you for Christmas, would you give it to Jenna or would you try to use it?
No, I would try to use it because she eats all of mine.
She'll get it anyway?
She will eventually. So.
See, my belief with Tupperware lids is somehow they turn into fucking socks.
Socks.
It's just.
You find a sock?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like fucking magic and shit.
Right? But thankfully, I guess mismatched socks are the thing with kids right now. So I don't have to match socks.
Life's too short to worry about matching socks. Fuck that. I did that for 10 years. Over it.
Right?
Well, any of your friends get affected by the hurricane or the flooding?
No. I messaged, I contacted them on Monday or Tuesday, and I was like, "Hey, are you guys okay?" Because they're in between the actual metro area of Houston and Conroe, and they were like, "No, it's fucking dry here," and I was like, "Oh, good, this is good," so they didn't have to evacuate. So
well, that's good.
Yeah.
I've had a couple. One, her house did not get affected, but she was kind of, I guess. I couldn't exactly tell you where, but but she was surrounded by the flooding. So, she just went out and helped. And then another, her father, who is an elderly disabled veteran, is missing, and they still haven't found him.
Oh,
wow.
And it's the area Beaumont, one of the hardest hits with the flooding.
Beaumont got fucked up.
Beaumont, Rockport, Victoria.
The other night, on her Facebook, she's like, yeah, he went out, and then they haven't been able to get a hold of him since that night.
Yeah,
I think some of the 5 Bravo guys are from Beaumont, if not all of them. They're in Beaumont. It was really interesting to see. I've been so close to turning off Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Because I I hate the hate, you know.
Yeah.
But then you see all these people like, fuck, where can I help? I'm getting ready to jump on a plane. Who can I hook up with to go and make a difference and shit?
Yeah.
It was really cool to see that. And there's still, I mean, that whole affected area is going to be in need for at least, I don't know, six months to a year.
Yeah.
I mean, when the water goes away, that's when the work starts.
Mm-hmm. Freaking, so allegedly John Burke tried to get down to like all the affected area.
I read that.
And then posted a Facebook status of him crying that he was told to turn around.
I've talked to a couple of people down there that do rescue recovery things, and they're like, there is such a thing as too many cooks in the kitchen when it comes to this, because you don't. If there's so many people they're trying to help, it's just going to throw a wrench into the fucking machine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, if you're going to go down and volunteer, first of all, you be a medical professional or have a specialty, neonatal care, have maybe a veterinarian, have some kind of a marketable skill. Don't just go down there to say I want to move shit from here to there.
Right, or because you're a YouTube personality or, a Facebook celebrity.
Yeah, you just don't show up. Like, you just can't.
And I'm sure John Burke's not the type of person to just go around there and take selfies and do YouTube videos. I'm sure he would go down there and bust his ass and help out as much as he could, but I don't know if he did the preparatory work to get in touch with somebody and, do all the work that it takes to be able to go down there and do some work.
Yeah.
Just walk in.
It just seems it's like what he kind of expected to happen when he couldn't get past any of the barriers and stuff like that.
How many homes were affected? I was hearing 30,000. I was hearing 100,000.
I read an article today that 1 million people got displaced.
Woof. That's a whole lot more.
1 million.
That's a lot.
The fourth largest city in the United States, which is Houston. And that was, I want to say, the percentage might be wrong, but I know it's in the 30s. It's like 39% of the population of Texas was affected by that hurricane.
Yeah.
Just the weather part of it. I mean, we've all been affected, at least up here I have, as far as gas prices are astronomical. They're like $3 a gallon. And I want to say about 80% or 90% of the stations yesterday were out of gas.
Wow, really?
Because there was a run on the pumps. It's not because they're out of gas. It's just everybody ran to the pump. Everyone saw, and I did the same thing, but I did it a day earlier. I saw the price increase. I'm like, okay, I'm down to about a quarter tank. I'm gonna top off. So I topped off. The next morning I woke up. Gas prices were probably a quarter more expensive. I got off of work that same day, and gas prices were 25 more cents, so 50 cents more than they were in the morning. And then that's when the run on the pump started. Everyone started filling up, and it's like everyone going to the bank trying to take out $1,000.
Yeah,
have that much money.
Yeah.
Friggin', yeah.
But people, dude, that's very significant.
Yeah, man. 1 million. Like it's
so.
ridiculous.
Anywhere else in the States have gas prices increased? I mean, all three of us are in Texas.
Well, here in El Paso, they really didn't increase much, maybe 15 to 20 cents. I mean, in a way that is, I guess with recent gas prices, that is a hike, but nothing like when there was Hurricane Katrina, holy shit, gas prices skyrocketed like across the nation.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting with Hurricane Harvey, for gas prices to skyrocket like that, because with Hurricane Katrina they literally went from $2.50 a gallon to $3.50 within a week.
I was gonna say it's been unaffected here.
That's crazy because I don't know.
I guess it's the media, and the media creates the the atmosphere, and people are freaking out.
I've got something to say about that also, but Texas, and this is a point of fact, that Texas only accounts for about 17 to 18% of the refining capacity of the United States.
Yeah.
And all of that's done down in Houston, in the Houston area.
Hello, Mud Puppy.
Oh,
He's
shit.
alive.
Hello.
How's your neck there, Cupcake?
What was that?
He
How
still
is your
looks
nap,
out of it.
darling? You look so rested.
I don't. I still feel like crap.
I don't mean to laugh at you,
But
but I'm laughing at you.
Yeah.
He looks like he's still napping. Like
Between the sinus headache and we're
Aw.
doing a gigantic move at work and long hours and getting ready for this ride and
That's right. Tell us about it. Tell us
Oh.
all about it.
next Sunday, next Sunday, we are taking off. I cannot wait. Me and Mike Goff. Mike Goff's coming down here to Savannah, and we're going to start off at Nine Line Apparel. We're going to ride from Nine Line Apparel to Fort Stewart to Fort Gordon to Fort Benning. All on our bicycles.
for the purpose of?
The functional veteran movement that we all have been pushing so much to prove to people that, you know, it's okay to be dysfunctional. Don't stay dysfunctional. Get out, do something. And we're proving that fact. I mean, we're taking 2 Walmart bikes and riding 460 plus miles across the state of Georgia. Why? Because we can. And we're also raising money for the Lone Survivor Foundation.
Go on.
I was trying not to cough.
Oh. This is why
For
you
the Lone
should.
Survivor Foundation, and what they do is that they take people with PTSD, and they bring them. They have a great facility out in Texas, and in the summertime, you actually get to go up to the. Let me see if I can get this name right. The National Ability Center in Utah. It's the same place that all the paraplegics go, and they do all the training in the wintertime for the Paralympics and things like that. And I'm excited. I'm ready to go. It's a lot of leg day for days.
Right? Leg day for a whole goddamn week. Oh, and there's
we're
so
gonna be
many
pushing
hills.
60 to 70 miles a day.
Dude, and there's so many goddamn hills between Stewart and Gordon. I've driven it. I've fucking driven it. There's hills everywhere. Fuck, dude.
That's what
Right?
you have higher speeds in the bike for.
I mean, true. Like, and I know I was supposed to go with you, and I'm so fucking bummed because I was medically not cleared to go. Which
It's all right.
sucks. I know, but I wanted to go.
In your garage or living room?
Do what?
And I don't mean that to be a prick, but I kind of do.
Wait, what?
No, I was asking Mud Puppy if he's had a chance to train outside of his garage or his living room.
Yes, I have. We have had some break in the rain down here. It's not so much the rain I was worried about. South Georgia, we've been getting a lot of thunder and lightning storms. And it's that whole thing about getting struck by lightning. I don't want to risk it.
Electrifying.
But don't worry, I'm going to be used to the weather. My shop, I threw a thermometer up on the wall, and we're running about 120 degrees on a daily basis.
What are you working
inside
Thailand?
of the building?
So you work in
What was that?
you're a sweatshop boy,
Yes, very much so.
making $2 a month to support your family.
$2 make you holla.
Well,
I
shit,
mean,
man.
I'm really excited to get this thing going. This was a crazy off the wall thing. I called Mike Goff up one day and I was like, dude, let's ride across Georgia. And he was all for it.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah.
Right?
He's like, dude, that's awesome. Let's do it. I said, there's a catch. He said, what? I said, we're doing it on Walmart bikes. He's like, oh. Okay, why not?
Right? Right? Because
That's funny.
See, I've had those drunk conversations with friends of mine. They're like, "Yeah, I got a boat. I got a boat. Let's take the boat down to Houston. We're going to put it in the water, and we're going to go all the way to Florida. My wife will drive the car trailer, and she'll meet us in Florida. And, you know, when you're intoxicated, damn, that sounds like the greatest fucking plan ever.
Bro, that's where the best ideas come from.
And then he wanted to leave like that next morning. I'm like, hold on a fucking minute. Maps, you know, tide charts, maybe. You just don't.
And that's the thing. This whole idea came, and it was not alcohol induced at all. There was no alternative smoking, no alcohol
intoxicating beverages or substances.
It was just
Right.
it was just a good freaking idea to get everyone, you know, back into the functional veteran mindset as opposed to the dysfunctional veteran mindset.
Yeah, it's to prove that, you know, I'm 30. I'll be 37 this year.
The fuck out of here.
Really?
140 pounds. Yeah. Yes, I'm one. Yes, I'm one part of Team Old Guy. Leave me alone. I know I don't look it, but it's to prove that we can get off the couch and get out and do something. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You can jump on a bike and ride across the state. That's cool. That's something I decided to do. Find something. Make your someday today is what I'm trying to get at. And by that, I mean, someday is a disease. We always tell ourselves, you know, oh, I'll do that someday. I'll do that someday. I'll do that someday. It's time to shit or get off the pot. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, make today your someday.
And it doesn't have to be something as drastic as your 400-mile bike ride. It could be, you know, a round of golf with some friends, or go do a fundraiser, or, you know, it could be anything.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple buddies that are business owners, and they're all veterans. They get together every Thursday at the local golf course, and they go out and golf. They do it during the day, so there's not a lot of people around, because they're in customer service. They're in service-based businesses, but cannot stand people. But
know lots of those
they
people.
get out. Oh yeah. But they're getting out there and doing something, because that's what they can do.
So you guys, are you guys going to ride at night and rest during the day, or mix it up a little bit?
Mix it up. I mean, it's all going to play again with weather, because I mean, there's still be remnants of Harvey hanging on, and I'm really, really, really looking at Irma that's coming in from the east.
That's what I was about to ask you.
Yeah.
Is how's that going to affect your plans?
That's
I know it's
what
kind
I'm
of too
watching,
early to tell.
Is what that's doing.
So
And it's pretty scary, because I watch the NOAA radar, the NOAA radar,
yeah.
which is super, super accurate. I mean, that's NOAA ships, they go out, and that's what they do, that's what they're reading. And they're projected already by the 4th, it'll be a category 5.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So you guys have sponsors. You guys aren't doing this out of your own pocket. I mean, you guys have got to have sponsors, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we have some sponsors. We've got Nine Line Apparel. We've got Ride on Bikes. Mike Goff has his local Notorious Honor of the Purple Heart. Somebody in his family has actually donated a sizable amount. And we have places that you can go and sponsor yourself. We have a GoFundMe. That's all over the place on the radio website. I'm sorry, the radio Facebook page right now.
I posted the links in Mixer and in the Facebook live chat.
Sweet. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
So clearly, I mean, there's probably a lot of interest on this. How much do you need to complete your mission, your task?
You mean I I would absolutely love. We're right at the 1,000 mark, but I would absolutely love if we could raise $10,000. Other than that, all of this is all coming out of our pocket.
And what doesn't get spent on maintaining the bikes is going to go to the Lone Survivor.
Yes, to the Lone Survivor, which is Marcus Luttrell's organization. The same guy that wrote the book, the same guy that the movies after the book. What I've seen him do for veterans is absolutely outstanding. The programs, the people that he brings in to the retreats. I mean, this isn't just with Lone Survivor. There's 4 major retreats. You have an individual retreat, a couples retreat, where me and my wife have gone on. You have a family retreat, which I took the whole herd with me. And by herd, a lot of you guys know I have 4 kids. So all 6 of us boarded a plane and took off to Texas, to the Bolivar Peninsula, which just got hit by the hurricane. Prayers and thoughts to all those guys out there. With me being out there a couple times, I've met some of the neighbors and stuff. Great people. I know they're okay because I've seen pictures. Their own beach house is okay. And then the last one, my wife is getting ready to go on here soon, is the caregiver. And what that does is that brings the wife, significant other, somebody else out, and it continues the education of TBI, PTSD, so that they can come back and look at other organizations, but other tools that can be used to help people with PTSD and TBI remember stuff. My memory has gone to crap. I mean, quick background of me. The big IED that I hit was a triple stack anti-tank mines. It was 3 anti-tank mines stacked on top of each other, and I hit that into Humvee. It pretty much blew the rear end of my truck off, but I still drove that bad boy back to the fob. And what had happened is that when that hit, I went up, I hit the top of my head on the top of the truck, and when the truck landed, because it basically leapfrogged my truck, I landed on all 4 wheels, and when I came down, it compressed my spine. Yeah, it was a wonderful ride. And me and my old TC, we still talk about it. We were in the air long enough for me to actually call out that we were immobile and I can't get the truck started again. It's because the truck was still running and we were flying through the air. And when we landed, it was like, oh my God, the truck's fine. We're fine. But at the time, I was towing an infantry unit out of Bragg's truck back for them. And a couple of the guys were in there. Nobody lost their life, but the driver, he lost both of his legs. The medic, he lost a finger and was knocked unconscious. So, I mean, our only medical source was out cold, laying in the ditch, because he was ejected from the vehicle as well. The gunner was ejected from the vehicle. He was okay. Their TC, his arm was kind of messed up. But other than that, he was good. He was all right. And, that kind of messed me up. When I exited my truck, came around the side of it, yes, I did check my 5s and 25s. When I came out the side of it, there's a guy that I've just spent the last 6, 8, 9 months living with at an AMP station laying in the ditch, and he has no legs now. Sorry to get a little serious on this, but that kind of messed me up. Besides, being the regular MP in the garrison, I've responded to suicides, fatality, traffic accidents, stuff like that. That does play a toll. I mean, Mom, you were an EMT. Some of them accidents ain't too pretty.
No, I mean, I've got a couple that, it's gotten better, but I still have dreams and visions since then. And this was wait, 2017, and these are pretty much from 2012, or not 2012, 2002 and 2003.
Yeah. And
So there's
all
just
this-
some
and
stuff
they-
you can't
Can I say one
forget.
thing real quick?
Hello, D-Max.
Hey, man. I'm going to say, it's been 10 years since I was in Iraq. You will get over it. It's been 10 years for me. You'll remember them always. But you learn to grow above them. I've kept silent the whole time.
And
but-
that's what Lone Survivor helped me do. Is they showed me, look, it's there. Realize it, acknowledge it, and just keep going. And
grow
that's what they
above
taught
it.
me. I've learned how to do it, with breathing techniques and everything else. And now, I mean, I'm a lot better because of them. I'm a better person. I still drink occasionally, but I mean, I was a raging alcoholic, like a case of beer and half a bottle a day when I got home from work.
You realize you're talking to D-Max, right?
I know that. And I found out I can't
Come
find my
on.
problem in the bottom of a bottle, or a can, or any of that.
I'm working my way back as well. So.
And that's what I found that I was doing. And I was drowning myself. I was drowning the memories. And that's just what made it worse.
But are you doing better now is the question.
What's up?
Oh, he asked if it was any better now.
Oh yeah, it's a lot better now. I can be around people. I can actually go out in public during the day. I was basically an introvert. I went to work, I came home, I drank, I passed out, and that was it. I didn't do anything with my kids. I was, for lack of a better term, totally dysfunctional. Besides work. My wife almost left me over it. And that was scary.
If you actually took care of your kids, you weren't dysfunctional.
Well,
I mean, there's different definitions of dysfunctional. And it's not just your definition, Like, for Mud
Sure.
Puppy, his version of dysfunctional is what he just told you. It's not going to be the same as yours. It's not going to be the same as mine.
Yeah. And that was the thing. The only thing I was doing to take care of my kids was going to work. Other than that, I came home. I locked myself in my room and drank, played video games, and said, screw the world.
I don't want to sound like Dr. Phil or anything here, but what turned that around for you? I mean, you must have had a wake-up call.
It was the fourth kid that came along. Oops.
Now, does he, right? Because your youngest is a boy, right?
Yes.
Does he
Yeah.
know that he is the oops baby?
No, I have not told him that. But
Oh.
But that's the kid that saved my life.
Aw.
Literally saved my life. Like I said, I was in a really bad spot, and all of a sudden, whammo, here's kid number 4. Oh shit, what the hell am I doing with my life? And I'll tell you what, when I get anxious, when I get worked up, when we're in a public place, B-Man hugs my hip, hugs my leg, grabs my hand. Daddy, what's this? And pulls me out of the situation. I call him my service son.
I was thinking the same thing. You got to get him a vest.
Yeah.
Yes, do it. Get him a vest.
No.
Oh my God, no. And like,
Give it like a biker vest with a service son and then pack it.
but like, it needs to say like service animal.
Oh my goodness.
It can fly free.
It needs to.
Animals fly free?
It does. D-Max. Or shit, Mud Puppy. You know it needs to.
Service animals
Come on.
fly free on airlines. don't
Right? They do.
Hey, there you go. There's a benefit.
Service animal, do not pet.
Do you have a child? You have a child in ramp? No, I've got a service animal. Say hi, B. Hey.
Right.
I gotta admit, I agree with Mud Puppy on that. Like, having kids actually makes me sane.
It's different for every fucking body, man.
But, I mean, I'm at 5 kids now, so
Holy shit.
Right, that's a lot.
I'm working overtime. But whatever. And he's 37. How is he 37? Holy crap.
It's
He
possible.
looks like he's like 24.
I was
I
going to
age
say
well.
12. I was going to say 12. You're
Well, I'm not
about
gonna
be
say,
32
but
in the next week.
I've heard that at the library he often gets asked, "Where's your guardian at?"
Yeah.
Gets denied entry at the bar.
It's true.
It's funny
No, he
because
just gets asked,
I'm heavily
"Hodor,
involved with youth
Hodor,
now in my community. I sit on the recreation department board and things like that. And I visit the high school. I know a lot of the high school teachers, and I'll visit the high school. With some of the other stuff I've done on the outside, I've had to go into the high school. And I've walked down the high school hallway, and I've had teachers come out of the room and start yelling at me because I have a hat on, and why aren't I in class? And I turn around, and I'm like,
Of course
because I
you
don't
go to the
school
high
here.
school, you little pervert.
Right? You should be like, because I'm a 37-year-old man and I don't go to school here. So, and then be like, I understand it's Georgia, so it's not out of the realm of possibilities. However, and then you have to do like the whole like neck bob and like the finger and yes. Oh my God. Yes. Mud Puppy. We can have
Then you
so
gotta,
much
like,
fun with
show
this.
your ID.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Throw it at him. Be like, fuck it, here's my goddamn ID. Yes. Oh my God. And then make sure your wife is there to film it. Or
Just take off running back out down the hallway. You can't catch me.
right? I know, right?
Wait, who would marry Mud Puppy?
His wife.
My wife?
I mean,
He found a sucker, so.
Yeah. She picked me up on the side of the road.
I believe it.
That was the sarcasm.
No,
Oh, they found a
no, it
woman
wasn't.
to
That was serious. She picked me up on the side of the road.
That's amazing. Were you a male hooker?
Found a
Mud
cougar
Puppy.
that liked a younger looking
No.
man.
Mud Puppy.
No, actually, I wasn't.
If you were a male escort, I needed to know these things. We're co-hosts.
I know.
So
I know. I'm
need
sorry.
to. Why haven't you told me? Like, are there any other are there hot guys that work there? I don't know.
All right.
Help me out.
I'll give you the bridge version of this story. This was 2001, summer 2001. I was working for Comp Tire West, which is a Goodyear company based out of Michigan International Speedway. We mounted and balanced the tires for NASCAR, NASTRUck, NHRA, SCCA, all the racing divisions. But I was home for a couple weeks off the circuit, and I was staying at a buddy's place, and because I was gone all the time, I didn't have a car. At the time, I also didn't have a license because of some tickets. But
Mud Puppy, you,
Ironically
sir, are an
dealing with
MP. You should know better than to break the law. I'm so disappointed
I forgot
in
to
you.
pay him, and my license was
He probably
suspended.
thought
and
his
I was
MP badge
traveling,
would
I
get him
wasn't
out of a
driving,
ticket.
so I didn't care.
Mud Puppy.
But I was walking up to the gas station and get cigarettes, and she knew who I was. It wasn't just like, I'm gonna pick up this strange dude walking down the street. She stopped and asked me if I wanted to ride. I was like, yeah, sure. She goes, oh, and this will show you how much of a redneck community I lived in at that time. Worse than South Georgia.
In Michigan?
Yes, there's rednecks in Michigan. But she said, my dad just got a snapping turtle and we're having turtle soup for dinner. Do you want to come out? You want to come out to the house and have turtle soup? Yeah, snapping turtle's awesome. And that's what
Sounds
started
good.
it all. And here we are. Let's see, we got married in 2002? April 2002. So it's 15 years now, as of May, that we've been together.
God damn, dude.
Fuck yeah.
You poor bastard.
Like, congratulations from everybody except D-Max.
Right.
Well, I know. I'm saying congrats. I've been divorced twice, so fuck it.
Oh, and she is a hell of a woman. I mean, to put up with me for this long?
Yeah, no, she must be.
Yeah.
I mean...
For that dark time, I mean, that says a lot.
Yeah.
That says
Yeah.
a lot.
You know, and
Well,
she was that
Megatron
person that would come in and say, are you okay? You know, everything will be fine when I had my breakdowns and stuff like that.
Hmm.
You know, and...
So she actually helps you through those things.
Yeah, she did. A lot.
That is a big deal when it comes to finding a, I guess, partner is the politically correct thing to say these days. You got to have the right person that is willing to work with you and accept you for who you are.
Yeah. And the thing, I think the thing that helped her the most get through those times is that she knew the old mud puppy. Because, you know, when you go off, you know, when all of us went off to this war, a lot of us changed a lot. You know, we were completely different people when we came back, because of the stuff we seen and did and had to deal with. And she knew the old puppy was still in there. It was just trying to find out how to bring him back.
Mm. Well, I mean, she
So
found
you're
a good
still
way.
with the woman prior deployment that you were with after deployment.
What was that, D-Max? I'm sorry.
You're still with the same woman pre-deployment as post-deployment.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we were together before I even
That's a
went to
good
Cuba.
woman then. I can't argue that.
Well,
That's a strong woman.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how she does it.
hello, Ice. Hello. Oh,
Hello.
never mind. I tried. I thought I answered. Hey, D-Max, I'm going to let you go so that way the boss man can call in, okay?
All right.
All right, bye.
I'll hang up. Bye.
All right, let's try this again. Do, fucking Skype.
I like
Please
the
hold for the next available
Right.
customer service representative.
Press 1 for English.
Right. Yeah, hello, Ice.
Someone say divorce.
Oh, there he is. Right? D-Max mentioned that he'd been divorced twice. I know you're a member. I know you're a frequent like card-carrying member of the divorce club.
Undisputed champion.
I was going to say, Ice is the undisputed champion. I mean, he cannot carry any more divorce cards. His wallet is so thick.
I mean, he might be able to. You don't know.
Eh,
Nobody
nothing wrong-
knows.
Nothing wrong with another one.
He moved away from the wallet, and now he's got one of those man purses.
Oh, it's a satchel. All right, Indiana Jones has one.
It's
It's a map
divorce.
case, damn it.
Do you like have a rewards card for each time you get divorced? They stamp it, and like the fifth one is free.
The courthouse in San Antonio has a fucking gold star, and the chambers where I always get divorces.
God.
The last building was dedicated in his honor.
The ice chamber.
I mean, maybe. We don't know. So what's up, Ice? How are you doing? It's odd for you to call on a Friday.
I've been loading up. I'm just figuring out this podcast crap, and so I decided, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and, see what's going on. I was just listening to the show because once in a while I'll just check in, and then I heard divorce.
Triggered.
Divorce.
Triggered.
And then people with divorce, trying to look at a divorce, and then people talking about old mud puppy and the new mud puppy, and then I found a Yeah. So, just kind of, I wasn't triggered. I'm just thinking, anybody wants some advice, I'm more than happy to discuss,
Right.
divorce.
Right? I think I'm going to be part of that club here soon. So, what's your advice?
Yeah, it's like buyer's remorse or some shit. You'll get some survivor's guilt, and then it'll be over with. And then the next one you get, then it'll be easier after like the fifth one, I think. So
I'm not.
I've gone through one, and I'm so fucking jaded. I'm like, just fucking.
Like, I don't plan on getting to number 5.
Well, I'd say
Ever.
up to now, I think I paid off 1 and 2, and 3 is kind of almost getting paid off. 4 is 5, yeah. So I'm like in between. So like I'm 2 divorces behind the current divorces of getting caught up to shit. If that makes sense.
Wow. God, dude, fuck that.
When your
Am
old
I
ass
gonna have
actually
to pay
retires,
for
will you still
this?
get a check?
Well, that's the beauty of it. Not married long enough for them to get retirement.
Ah.
See, you were smart.
Yeah, why make the Army supply system look at me in wonder and awe on how I'm able to DX equipment faster than they can?
So these new wives, do you go pick them up at CIF or?
You're right. Where
No,
do you
I
find them?
I troll AITs, off of basic courses, West Point once in a while. Do plenty of Beanox, WLCs.
Oh my god. You just troll all the schools looking for fresh young meat. Like, she looks good. Let me
High
just
school
mosey on
graduations.
over here. Oh yeah, right.
You know what the best thing about high school girls is, right?
They stay the same age.
They stay the same
I don't.
age.
The military ones, those are the ones that I kind of gravitate to. So, I'm trying to move up in the world with and all that. Depends on what MOS too. They can't be no fucking, They can't be. Well, I don't know now. They're infantry, so shit.
Right? You could get one like that.
Yeah, what she'd call Pogue.
She would though, right? I mean, because you're not. Because a pogue is person other than grunt. So.
Pogue, shit in a bag, ice. Pogue.
Right, dude. Could you imagine your spouse calling you that?
Yeah, I know.
Those new Ranger ladies.
I don't think those are ladies, or they purportedly to be looking like ladies.
So
theory,
are they now
they
legit
are.
Ranger panties?
Ooh.
Excellent question.
That is a good question.
Ooh, mud puppy out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere with your philosophical entomology of thinking of words of being an actual true Ranger man. Now you know what? I think I'm gonna have to call my Ranger buddies and say, "Hey, dude, you didn't have to change the term."
Yeah, I was gonna say. Now I gotta, my Wednesday night meetup. He's an ex-Ranger. I got something to ask him about.
Right?
It's like, wait a minute, that just popped into my head. Ranger panties, dude.
Because those
they
bitches
are
gonna
legit Ranger panties now.
They can start calling them Ranger thongs or some shit like that because women don't want them. Now with wings.
Minx loves man in Ranger panties. Let me tell you.
Oh, I do. Oh my god! Especially if he does not skip leg day. Holy shit, he can rock those goddamn Ranger panties like nobody's business. Weak. I get weak. And I'm like, oh my goodness. It's like kryptonite.
I get so weak in the knees.
It's fucking.
What the fuck said that?
Do what?
Said that? Who sang that song? Who said that just now? Was that just fucking? Was that Mo Baby saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Ew.
I'm gonna take off my Ranger panties right now and go get in my Darth Maul pajama pants.
Wait, you're wearing Ranger panties right now?
Yeah, all the time.
Dude.
That just made this whole thing really freaking awkward.
Right? It's like, why are you wearing Ranger panties? You're not a Ranger. Wait, are you? No.
Well, see, that's the thing. Ranger panties were not just worn by Rangers. You know what I mean?
But
and then they got.
I'm not a Ranger, but I drive one every day to work.
Rangers get away with wearing them. Let's put it that way. So they were the ones that actually stopped in the, back in the 1970s when they had those really fucking short jogging shorts. The Rangers just got stuck in the 70s, and so that's what it is. My phone's gonna blow up now. Fuck you, fag. Because you can say fag. I don't know if you heard the show last night. We were talking about how now homosexual soldiers are telling me that I could say fag in front of them because it's legit, because nobody knows what to say anymore without offending somebody.
No, I was listening. I'm always listening.
But it was like, yep. Yeah. So they were stuck in the 70s. So they're obviously wearing they can't get out of it. I mean, that's why they always try to wear beards, right? And have their hair all fucking chopped and shit like that.
Hmm.
I'm not a Ranger, so I don't know. Yeah. Excuse me, I don't. Yeah.
As I said that, my buddy did message me, asshole.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you guys rocking the bike ride. That's cool. I saw that. Heard about that. You guys pumping it up, doing your shout outs and shit. That was good shit.
Yeah.
We're actually
I'm really freaking geek.
We're actually about to take another break, and I'm gonna restart the feed, and I'm gonna have Mud Puppy go through it again for a new and like a bigger audience. So.
Hey, Mud Puppy, have you been actually working out and riding a bike outside, or have you just? That was my question too.
This is twice in half an hour.
You really riding a bike? I mean, are you using a stationary bike to power your iPad or some shit, or you're really out there sweating? Because Mike Golf, like I said, I saw pictures of him before, and I've seen pictures of him now. That motherfucker has been working the fuck out to get this right, and I'm just saying. I mean, you always weigh you weigh a $105 anyways, but I'm just saying.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
The thing with Mike Golf is he's got the old man face, but he's got the body of a high schooler now that he's been working out.
He's got the body of a WLC student.
Ice! I need you to calm down now.
Maybe an OBC one or one off one.
A walk school. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna take a break. The feed's gonna stop, and then it's gonna restart. So yeah, we'll be back in a couple minutes. So
hang in there. We'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Gotta get it together, I gotta stay in tune. Same times against me, but I hate to rush. Gotta keep it between the lines until I hit the dust. I gotta buy some time. The key to freedom lies across the state line. It's a daily ritual, this game I play. In the life of a shadow man with a debt to pay. Hit the gravel with my hand on the radio. Here I am again. take me anywhere. But I was born to travel along this lonely road to nowhere. Like this life that I lead, it might not take me anywhere. But I was born to travel along this lonely road to nowhere.
Tell me how it is that a hero needs saving, how he needs that support to keep his roof from caving, holding tight on that 45 as a tear drops from his eye. Picturing his mom is all that's kept him alive, cause he's buried his friends and he's buried his thoughts. Suppress these demons inside until his stomach's in knots. I see you on your knees, so please let me.
This is WTF Nation Radio.
And we're back. Mud Puppy, you back? You with me?
Yay!
There he is.
You did it!
Oh my god.
You're getting really good at that.
Dude, I'm trying. Right? I
Like-
mean,
You're almost pro status.
almost.
Almost pro status.
All right, so now that we've got like more people and like different people, do you want to talk about your bike ride one more time? Like just a quick go through of it?
Yeah, I can give the quick rundown.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, me and Mike Golf from the Thursday show. If you guys don't listen to Thursday show, you know, you should. Well, actually, you should be listening every night. But other than that, you know, we're taking our bikes, and by bikes I mean our bicycles. I've had to explain that to a couple people. No, I'm not riding a motorcycle across the state of Georgia. I'm riding a bicycle across the state of Georgia. We're doing it to bring light to the fact that, you know, we as the veteran community, we might be broken, but we're able-bodied people that can function in local communities. You know, a lot of us are business owners, firemen, policemen, employees of companies that service the community. You know, so September 10th, our route's going to start at the parking lot of 9 Line Apparel in Savannah, and we're going to go to Fort Stewart, Georgia. You know, that covers Hunter Army Airfield, you know, and then Fort Stewart, obviously. And then from Fort Stewart, well, I'm sorry, the Savannah to Fort Stewart leg, that's only like 42 miles, but we're going to go beyond Fort Stewart. From Fort Stewart, Georgia to Fort Gordon, Georgia, that's 123 miles. And then from there, go to from Fort Gordon to Fort Benning. That's the big one. That's 214 miles. And we're going to be ending the ride in Columbus, Georgia at a business called Ride On Bikes, who's also one of our sponsors and giving us a lot of support. You know, we're going to make updates along the ride on the radio page, and main page will probably share it as well. And the money, we're looking for money. Any money donated. We're going to be camping the entire time. We're not going to be living in lavish hotels. You know,
Wow.
we'll be sleeping in hammocks and under tarps. But the money that's not used for some of the little things, all of that's going to be donated to the Lone Survivor Foundation, which is an organization that's near and dear to my heart. I talked about it last hour. It's an organization that literally saved the marriage. I can't say that I'm currently in because I've only had one, but it saved my marriage. None of it's going to be used for our personal use or any personal gain or anything else. I want to give as much money back to this organization that's done so much for me and so much for other veterans. I mean, I've seen it firsthand. The first individual retreat I went to, there was a guy there that thought he was the only one having these problems. It's like, no, dude, we all have it. We can't go to Walmart during the day when there's a lot of people. I mean, I live outside of a military installation. I can't go to Walmart on a payday. I choose life, as you would say, Minx.
Huh. Right. No, that's awesome. I'm so excited for you guys. And I can't wait to see how much you guys are hurting at the end of each day. I know it's kind of sadistic.
No, we'll be fine.
But, dude, especially after that last day, that final push, dude.
Yeah. That's where it's gonna.
Y'all are gonna be.
We'll be digging deep on that one.
Yeah.
In the cycling community, I've rode years and years and years ago, and the big thing in the cycling community is doing a century, which is 100 miles. We're doing 4 centuries in a week, which is crazy in itself, and it's even more so crazy that I'm a Purple Heart veteran. Mike Goff is a Purple Heart veteran. We're going to be hurting bad. I'm interested in seeing how my back's going to do, because my back is what's messed up on me the most. I mean, I've got 2 internally bulged discs. My S3, S4 push it on my S1.
Wait, what? So S3 and S4 push on your S1?
Yes. I'm sorry, L3, L4.
Okay, there we go. I was like, wait a second.
L3, L4 is internally bulged, and my L4 is actually the one that touches my S1 nerve that controls my whole right leg.
Have you thought about surgery?
Nah.
Why?
Because
I know, like I'm derailing, but this is my field, so
I know.
Why?
Surgery scares me.
Well, okay, and for good reason, especially when it comes to spines, because if they
VA would be doing my surgery.
If it fucks up, then no, not necessarily. You can request. You should have the option to request to go somewhere else. I know I do. I've done a lot of veterans, and as far as spines, and I hate spines. I hate them. They're just long and they're boring, and the incision is literally this big, and it's just I can't see anything, and so I get bored. But spine, if it's causing issues with especially with your fucking nerves, if it's pushing down on your fucking spinal cord, that's not good. Eventually that can cause paralysis.
Yeah.
So
and I know you guys are gonna laugh, but that's one of the reasons I left professional paintball.
Oh, because your fucking leg would die on you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an issue. That's
running and sliding and diving and all that other stuff. They told me that if I did it wrong, something about not using use of my right leg, or even becoming paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah.
I didn't find that fun, so I decided to hang up the gear and.
Yeah,
what?
You should get it fixed. They can do they can literally, it'll be a 3-level fusion of just your L3, L4, and L5.
Yeah, but then.
And you'll be fine.
And then L2 will start to go, and then L1 will start to go, and then.
True. I mean, there's that, or you can be paralyzed.
I forget what the center is.
Whatever. Fuck it, right? As I glare at you through the fucking computer. Swear to God. Now you should be fucking glad I'm not able to fucking come on this fucking bike trip, because I would shake the shit out of you, and then I'd be like, all right, let's do this. But yeah,
I'm dying.
right? I know you need to get better. But no, that's fucking awesome. Okay, so speaking of like medical shit, because again, that's what I'm doing. You saw that story like that was all over fucking Facebook today about the nurse in Utah that got arrested?
I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
That is so messed up.
So as healthcare providers, we legally are unable to do anything.
What's the background on that story?
Okay, I'll get to that. But like as healthcare providers, we are unable to legally to do anything to someone without their consent. By technical definition, that can be viewed as torture. You know, like same with surgery. We cannot perform surgery on someone without getting their written consent. And like the only exception to that is if it's life or death. And even then it gets kind of iffy, because what if that person has a DNR? Do not resuscitate. So then you're like, well, on one hand, I'm legally obligated to try to save this person's life, but on the other hand, they say don't. So it's like kind of confusing, right? So the thing with the nurse in Utah is that she was following hospital protocol.
It was more than hospital protocol.
It was the agreement.
It's state law.
It was the agreement between the hospital and the law enforcement. And that there was no warrant for this. The patient was unconscious. So by definition, like he's unconscious, patient's not able to fucking give consent. So you can't fucking do that. And then there's another thing. The patient was also not under arrest. So like,
right.
If one of those three things had been different, then yes, by all means, the officer could have collected the blood. However, all three things were missing. Like it wasn't just he only had the warrant, or like the patient was awake and or if the patient was under arrest. If the patient was under arrest, sure, by all means, take it, because obviously it's going in for an investigation. But the patient was not under arrest. Patient was unconscious and they didn't have a warrant. And because this nurse brought it up to this detective and was like saying, hey, no, like all of my fucking supervisors are telling me no and not to let you do this. Because again, it's against our fucking policy, which she had in her hand and was reading it to him.
And had her supervisor, like
on the phone,
person of the hospital, on the phone, on speakerphone, explaining this to him as well.
And so I think, and I'm all about backing up cops. Like, I really am, especially nowadays with all the shit that they have to deal with. But at the same time, this detective or this, what's he called? There's like a special term for it, like detective phlebotomist or whatever. I don't fucking know. But like
What's the story?
Huh?
What's the story? What's the backstory to all this?
It was a traffic accident.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was sent to collect blood from the patient to check for illicit substances. The goal was reportedly to protect the trucker who was not suspected of a crime. His lieutenant ordered him to arrest the nurse if she refused to let him draw a sample. It all started when a suspect speeding away from police in a pickup truck on a local highway smashed head-on into a truck driver. Medics sedated the truck driver, who was severely burned, and took him to the University of Utah hospital. He arrived in a comatose state, according to the Desert News. The suspect died in the crash. So going off of that, it was the fucking victim of a motor vehicle accident who the detective was trying to get this blood from, who was so severely burned that they had to put him in a coma-like state to where he's unable to give consent for fucking anything. Like, what the detective should have done was, one, not fucking overreacted the way he did. So that was it. So, like, that's number one. Number two, you should have gotten a fucking warrant. Like, if it's that big of a goddamn deal, take the extra time, go to the judge, get a fucking warrant. Number three, should have waited until that truck driver's family had arrived. Because family can give consent. And I'm sure they fucking would have if he had fucking waited for the family to get there. Because that's what we have to do for medical personnel. It's like, all right, we can do life-saving stuff until next of kin comes here. And then if they tell us, you know, sorry, this guy's got a DNR, like, stop all sort of medical shit. Like, okay, then we stop. But if they don't have a DNR and, you know, their next of kin shows up and they're like, no, do whatever it takes to save them, like, they're giving us consent to continue on with medical treatment. The same thing would have been given to the cop if the cop had explained the situation to the next of kin and was like, hey, we need to collect this blood. It's to make sure that, you know, your family member was not on any sort of drugs. I understand he was the victim of this motor vehicle accident, but we still were trying to protect him from being under a lawsuit from the guys that hit him. Right?
How can you put an objective sample from the deceased or that guy's, the trucker's blood when he was clearly not at fault, but if his blood shows he has some kind of a sedative or whatever put him into the
right? Exactly. Like, you know, of course his blood is going to show up tainted with some sort of narcotic or sedative because, again, he's in a comatose state. He's in a medically induced comatose state. So those drugs are going to fucking show up. Especially since, like, it doesn't say how badly he's burned, but being burned is painful. You know, like, if anyone's had a really bad sunburn, it fucking sucks. Well, imagine that all over, right? But to the point where your skin is literally flaking off. Like, imagine how painful that is. So, of course, they're going to fucking hit him hard with narcotics and other sedatives to help ease the pain and to help get him into a relaxed state. Because I know I wouldn't want to be fucking awake while people are fucking trying to dress my burns. Dude, fuck that. Like, I'm getting all fucking antsy right now. I'm, like, about to start shaking.
You know, there's an unwritten rule with LEOs. You don't mess with people that can save your life, i.e. firefighters, EMTs, and anybody that works for a hospital, especially in your own community.
Right? And, like, that's just it. It's like, why would you go after a nurse like that? Like,
so what's the rub now? She refused to give.
Yeah, she protected her patient. She did the right thing. She protected her patient from being stabbed unnecessarily by a fucking hypodermic needle so they could draw blood. Because, again, they didn't have consent. So stabbing him with that fucking needle would have been illegal. It would have been immoral. And it would have been technically torture. Like, yeah, okay, he wasn't awake for it, but still, you're doing something without his consent. Like,
would that fall underneath HIPAA?
It's illegal. It wouldn't fall underneath HIPAA. HIPAA's all about, like, patient privacy, not consent.
Okay.
But yeah. Fucking, but yeah, you know, why are you
HIPAA
going
always
after the nurse?
confused me.
Yeah, I know. Fucking, it confuses me too, and I
So
have
what
to take that
happened
shit
was
every year.
The police actually apprehended the nurse.
Yes. Because she's,
that video was pretty graphic.
Yeah. You know, and she's like screaming out like, somebody help me. Like, dude, and you know, and like the cops fucking manhandling her. And it's ridiculous. Like,
It was completely uncalled for.
it was absolutely uncalled for. If he had had just a sliver of patience, like, I don't care if he'd been up all goddamn night the night before, it's uncalled for. Like, his entire behavior was uncalled for. You know, and like taking away someone's blood, like, they only have so much, you know, and like, you need it to heal. Believe it or not, like, it's kind of a big deal when it comes to the healing process. So just letting anyone like willy-nilly come in and fucking stick your patient when you know they're gonna need that, like, because then you get into the whole like transfusion thing. And what if this person is a Jehovah's Witness? By their religion, they cannot receive blood products from anybody else because it goes against their religion. I mean, it also goes against their religion to celebrate their own birthdays. I think they're insane, but you know, whatever. You know?
And they don't believe in dinosaurs.
I mean, there's only proof, but whatever. But yeah. So, you know, and like, we get into that a lot with like even conscious patients where we're like, okay, so we're about to take you back for a major surgery. In the event that, you know, you lose more blood than what you're expected to lose, which again, it fucking happens. Here's a consent form to where we can do a transfusion on you to get your blood supply back. And you would be shocked at the number of people who are like, no, like, I don't consent to this. And it's like, okay, so you would rather bleed out and die than receive blood products and live. And like, when you break it down to them like that, then they're like, oh, wait, maybe. Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Fuck that goddamn religion. I want to live.
Right? Like, and it's not even just the Jehovah's. Like, there's some other ones out there too, and it's like, you die or live. Like, which one is it? Like, that's what we're working with right now.
We've got a lot of balls to juggle. I mean,
right? It's two. You either you live or you die. Which one do you want? Yeah, no, it's kind of ridiculous, and it's super frustrating. You know, especially like laboring pregnant women. They're fucking insane.
I want to go all natural. Give me the fucking epidural.
Pregnant women are fucking insane. They are. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah. Sorry, got sidetracked a little.
And I'm gonna have to agree. The woman in labor is absolutely crazy.
They're insane. They're insane. And
I've dealt with it 4 times personally, and you know, a couple times in Garrison working the road. They're definitely something else. and that whole natural thing, cause my wife did it all 4 times.
God, why?
And
that.
Why?
Because she's superhuman.
Dude, I understand, but god
I was
damn.
I was in the delivery room for both of my daughters, and I wanted a fucking epidural.
Oh my god. Was it that bad? You're a mud puppy. Don't die.
Emphysema.
Right? This is why you should quit smoking.
When it affects my runtime, I'll quit smoking.
Fine. I mean, I guess I can't argue with
Or
that.
your bike time.
So
Hey, I did a 2-mile assessment. This was about a month and a half ago.
Mhm.
And I'm still under I'm still at, my time was 13:08. I'd have to look at my book, but yeah, 13:08 for 2 miles.
you just decided,
As a
I'm
smoker.
going to run 2 miles because I can.
Yeah.
Nothing was chasing
I mean,
you?
it was in between storms. So I was like, well, instead of jumping on the bike, I'll just run, 2 miles, keep the cardio going. And I ran a mile down the road and a mile back. It might have been a little bit quicker, but I have to take a dirt road to get to the paved road.
Oh. That damn dirt road slowed you down.
Ding, 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 ding.
Right?
My subdivision I live in is paved, and I have to take a dirt road from the paved road to get to my paved subdivision.
That's weird.
If that makes sense.
It's really weird.
You're telling me.
But all right,
My
time for
neighbors are
housekeeping.
cows.
So when Irma hits you,
Right?
are you
Are
gonna
you
be like all
fucked?
flooded out?
No, I'm good. I'm at the. If you've been to Fort Stewart, I'm on the high side of the county. I'm
Oh,
almost
good.
in the sand hills,
Good.
so I'm good. I'm golden.
Freaking, my barracks would get flooded.
Uh-huh.
What was our last one? Matthew, when I was trapped in town for those 3-4 days, it got flooded, not like crazy flooding, but it was pretty wet in town. But I was getting a hold of the wife and stuff, and she said, no, it's, everything's draining here.
It's good.
Good to be at a high point.
Right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Housekeeping. So tonight is Friday Night Freedom, obviously by the graphic, and that's with myself and Mud Puppy. And next Friday is when it starts, right?
No, I'll be here
Sunday.
next Friday.
Okay, that's right. So Friday.
It'll be the Friday after that. I'll be
after
calling
that.
in from the road.
Right? Yes. And then tomorrow's Saturday Night Savagery with Jay Reddy. And then we have
Viking motherfucker.
right, the Ginger Viking. No, he's like a teddy bear. And then we have the Monday edition with Ice and Cuffs. And then we come to Tuesday, and it's Tied Up Tuesday with myself and Great Cloud. Wednesday is WTF Wednesday with Jim Beam. Thursday is Sergeant's Time with Ice, Doc Madness, and Mike Golf, and sometimes Great Cloud. He's been traveling a lot, though, recently, so we never know. And then next Wednesday, on September 6th, we have a guest, Andre Crawford. So Andre is a veteran who began his hike at Springer Mountain in Georgia on April 26th. And then he summited Mount, Katahdin, right? Maybe the northern most point of the trail on August 27th or 24th. There we go. Wait, these dates seem wrong. How did he go back in time? But yeah, anyways, he hiked the Appalachian Trail, and so he's going to come on and talk to us about it.
He reached 88 miles an hour on the descent.
Do what?
He reached 88 miles an hour on the
Oh,
descent.
that's right.
21.1 gigawatts.
What is a gigawatt?
Back to the Future reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. And then, as most of you guys know, we are partnered with War Horses for Veterans and Project Overwatch, and both organizations do an outstanding job at helping veterans. And then Project Overwatch also helps out first responders and LEOs and firefighters and just veterans across the board, whereas War Horses for Veterans specifically target, I guess would be the right word, combat veterans. So if you've deployed to Afghanistan or Iraq and you're a veteran, I would highly, highly, highly recommend going to War Horses for Veterans.
Did we have a good time there?
Do what?
Did we have a good time there?
I did. I don't know about you. I really want to go back. Like I'm trying to go back.
Don't get her excited about her horse again.
Oh,
I haven't been at peace more than I was there.
Yes.
I had no fucking worries, man.
No, and it was like the definition of peaceful while you were out there working with these animals, and like just this feeling of welcome and like everything, like your whole mind is able to just go blank, and you don't have to worry about anything at home for those couple of days, and it's so refreshing and it's so relaxing. It's like you can actually breathe while you're up there.
And even if the horses want to bite your dick, you know, it's like your dick.
Looking at you, Bobby.
Right.
Friggin'. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to go back. And I know Pookie apparently just submitted an application, and I wish he'd told me, because I would have been like, dude, say that you want me to sponsor you.
Sponsor him.
Right? I'll sponsor you so I can go back. Like, help me go back.
Minx sponsors Spooky, I'll sponsor Minx, and then we're gonna like take everyone.
Yeah, and then it'll be like a whole staff meeting in person at War Horses.
I was gonna say, you guys do remember that I didn't get to go either.
Well, submit an application and then put me down as like your reference and or sponsor.
Or me.
Or and cause. Put us both down. And then you get to meet Patrick and Pat and Andy. And the Gary. And freaking all the amazing people up there. And Cuffs, because Cuffs is up there.
Cuffs lives there.
Yeah, and Jay Reddy now.
Another MP.
Oh,
But
damn.
yeah.
So you guys are gonna be like at a table in a corner, like talking MP shit.
Right.
It usually happens that way.
Hey, hey, Cuff. Oh, and then she says, "Oh, you guys have like your secret handshake."
What the fuck? What just happened?
I don't know. I think we lost Kaz.
Of MPs
Kaz, are you
talking
okay?
to each other. That was my impersonation of MPs talking to each other.
Oh, okay. I got concerned.
No, Minx can vouch for that. She lived next to a bunch of MPs.
I did. For the entire time I was at Stewart. Good Lord. We'd be up until 3 a.m. drinking with y'all. And then be like, oh shit, wait, we got PT in a couple hours. We should probably sleep. Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
MPs
no,
go,
that sounds
"Okay."
about right, right? Yeah,
They're
no.
rushed to driving back to your barracks.
Right, and then every so often, like a patrol car would like pull up, and like a group of them that were out with us at the tables like would walk up and be like, "Oh, hey guys, what's up?" And then like come back and they're like, "All right, just keep the noise down." Meh.
Out of control.
Yeah, most noise points did come from the MP medic barracks
Yeah.
at Fort Stewart.
It's true. And then they moved us, so we were no longer like next to you. What building was it? Like 313, 316, something like that. 31.
Yeah.
Something like that. They moved us a bit farther away, and they had 5 units in one building, dude. So we had Medac, Dentac, VetCom, EOD, and Air Force, all in one building because
And Air Force got
some
substandard housing allowance.
Mm-hmm.
Good health, good gay people, and who else?
EOD.
Blow shit up. All right, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was quite an interesting group. Like, and then it sucked because they were like, "Well, who the fuck do we drink with now?" Mostly because I'm lazy, and I was like, "I'm not gonna walk all the way over there." Like, we were still in like the same like compound area, but now we were just like across the field. And I was like, no. Mm-mm.
You're fucking lazy, Minx.
I
mean,
am.
God.
That's a big field.
It was a big field. I'm not. If I don't have to walk across it, I'm not gonna.
Like, this field was the MP battalion PT formation.
Yeah. Like that's
And
what
it was also home of the during Marne Week. I mean,
oh my God.
rides were set up. It was like the Midway.
Mm-hmm.
That's how big this field is. So I mean, it's not like we're talking like multiple football fields.
Right.
She was thinking of her well-being after she was done drinking.
Yeah.
She didn't want to be that one soldier that got found in the middle of the,
like
the
no,
PT field.
and then seriously, and then when Third ID, like, okay, so when I was at Stewart, Third ID was on that yearly rotation, right, where year at station, a year deployed, year at station, year deployed. When Third ID was back, as a female, you didn't walk around at night, either by yourself or with battle buddies. Like, it was a known fact. Like, if you were a chick, and even as a dude, when Third ID was back, you did not walk at night by yourself. You'd have to be in a large group of people, because Fort Stewart had so many sexual assaults whenever Third ID was back.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I mean, if you go over to like the 600, 700 block
Yeah.
of Fort Stewart, you know, it wasn't uncommon to hear a gunshot.
Yeah. Like, right? And you're like, wait, this is barracks. So why do you have a weapon?
It's the fucking United States.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, you're not supposed to have weapons in the barracks. You know? Like, you're supposed to turn that shit into the armory. No. Oh, my God. Yeah. But no, okay, so speaking of, like, real quick, so when I, like, when my shit happened to me at Fort Stewart, this is how fucked up my chain of command was. Instead of, you know, and like the thing that really pisses me off is that a couple months later, like literally 2 months after what happened to me, something not even to that level happened to another girl. Like, it was just her ex-boyfriend was bothering her and like kept knocking on her door. They gave her BAH and permission to move off post. For me, because my neighbor like attacked me, they were like, so we're gonna move you across post into the Third ID barracks. And I was like, wait, what? And they were like, yeah, so you can live over there and then, you know, just drive to work and, you know, that's where you'll live. And I'm like, no. Like, are you what? Like, who the fuck does that? You know, like, your female soldier just got assaulted and by her goddamn neighbor in the barracks. And your solution to help her feel safe when she comes to you and she says, I'm afraid to leave my room because I'll run into him. Your solution is to move her across post into an all-male barracks. That sounds like a good plan. Like, that's going to fucking work out great. I pretty much I told my first sergeant and my commander, I was like, you shove that up your ass. Like, I'm not doing it. And they were like, PFC minks. I'm like, no, fuck that. I was like, I'll just stay in my fucking room. And so that's what I did, because they were like, well, you know, he leaves here in like a year. So I was like, are you
with a gun?
Wait, what?
I'll stay in my room with a gun.
Yeah, but you know. But yeah, and then 2 months later, fucking some chick was like, oh yeah, so my ex-boyfriend won't stop knocking on my door. I don't feel safe. And she got BH and got to move off post. Yeah, oh, I got heated when I found out. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. Stewart was so much fun. I had to re-enlist to get the fuck out of there.
You got marned.
Dude,
Bad.
no, legit. And like, cause, so initial enlistments for a 68 Delta, which that's what it was, or a 91 Delta at the time when I joined, and then they turned it to 68 series. Initial enlistment was in a 6-year contract. You know, you do 6 years active and then 2 years inactive reserve or whatever. People had spent their entire initial enlistment at Fort Stewart. So as soon as my fucking window opened, and like I got in good with our retention NCO, like he and I were buddies. As soon as my fucking window opened, I was like, "Get me the fuck out of here! I will sign whatever you want me to sign. Get me the fuck out."
Said, okay, Germany?
No. I went to Fort Irwin.
Oh, good. Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's closer to home. And then I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is enough. And then when I was at Irwin and my window opened up, my old first sergeant, who I loved at Stewart, she was my last one at Stewart. I loved her. She and I got along great. She was actually my HR manager when I was at Irwin. So I called Branch and I was like, hey, it's Specialist Minx. And she's like, or she answered, she's like, hey, thanks for calling Branch. This is Master Sergeant Truesdale. And I was like, oh, hi, Top. And she's like, Minx? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, no shit, what are you doing? And I was like, so I hear there's a spot open in Germany and I want it. And she was like, how did you know that spot is open? Like, we haven't even released any lists yet. And I was like, do you really need to ask? Like, come on, it's this Specialist News Network.
Dude,
little bird told another little bird.
This is awesome.
Huh?
I'm like pumping my fist in the air. I'm like, fuck, it's like my fucking team is winning.
Right? And so, but yeah, I was like, do you not know who I am? Like, come on now. I can get information. I was like, yeah, I want it. And she was like, we got to put in a waiver because, this will be your third medac in a row. And technically we want you to go into a field unit. I was like, okay, but I still want it. And that's how I got Germany. It was a great time. So, but yeah. How'd you get out of Stewart?
Hey,
what?
Did you hear who's coming back to the Earth this weekend?
Back to Earth?
Like
yes.
our planet?
We have somebody returning back to Earth. The world's most experienced spacewoman comes back this weekend.
Okay.
Who?
The world's most experienced spacewoman returns to Earth this weekend.
I know, but
with records galore.
Who's
NASA
that?
astronaut Peggy Whitson will check out of the International Space Station Saturday and head home after 9.5 months. Look, wow. Counting all of her flights, she will have logged 665 days in space by the time she lands in Kazakhstan with another U.S. astronaut and a Russian cosmonaut.
Oh, I've totally been to Kazakhstan.
Yes. I love that. That place was fun.
Dude. It was gray and the entire time I was there. And the fucking ravens are like fucking pterodactyls. They were huge. That was like Jurassic Park.
Huge.
They were huge. I'm being told to shut the fuck up and to report to GTA. You can wait, 6. God.
I figured it was Pip.
No. Pip doesn't tell me to shut the fuck up. Pip is my nice Grand Theft Auto boyfriend. 6 is a douche. So.
Andy's like a gay douche guy.
Yeah. Oh my god. He sent me a video of his demon spawn, and this thing is such a roly-poly. Oh my god. Huh?
He sent a picture of his demon spawn.
Yeah.
I said, is that code for something else?
No.
Yeah, I thought that was going totally left field.
No. So
I just got a text and that says if you want to play games, I will give $20 to the bike ride.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, who sent that?
I can't say that.
So okay, so in the 6 minutes left that we have, you guys want to play games?
Well, apparently they want to play games.
All right. Well, then we can do that.
Yep.
What do they want to play?
I really don't think it matters. I can ask.
right, yeah, ask.
Trivia murder porn.
And I can get that shit started up real fast.
And while that's happening, let me finish this. I mean, this lady is awesome. This was her third mission. She's 57 years old. Biochemist, is now the oldest one in space. She also performed her 10th spacewalk, which is more than any other woman. Oh, damn. Her hometown is Houston. So she's coming back to that. Oh, that poor woman.
She's more badass than I thought.
I hope, somebody who does that. Because, I mean, a lot of people don't realize all the cool stuff that they do up there in space, the experiments and stuff. It actually helps us down here.
No, I definitely don't.
Yeah, especially with biochemists, they study all the biological stuff, like what things do in zero gravity, to find out if they can grow cultures and different things to help, further along medicine and medical stuff.
Well, I have a game set up.
Yay!
So for those of you who want to play, you're going to need one screen on, either Facebook or Mixer or whatever, because I'm not going to start and then restart the stream. Might as well just play now. And then another screen is going to be on jackbox.tv. And you are going to input the following game code. All right, I'm gonna give everybody time to get over there. Do 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 boop boo do do do.
Dude, our air music is
Right?
fucking-
It's so good.
I know.
I have such good elevator music. Oh my god. Do do boop boo do 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 do.
Not
All
to
right.
mention that Minx has perfect pitch.
All right.
There it is. She just made her snort.
I did.
Way to go, guys.
All right. So,
Penis.
Mud Puppy, if you want to go ahead and or no, you're good. So there it is. There's the room code. And that's the game we're playing because I decided it. So, for those of you who want to play, here we go. We're playing a game. So that means you better uphold your end of the deal and donate $20 for those of you or for whoever it was that wanted to play a game. So,
If not, we will hunt you down.
right? So come on in. Join.
the ice in the freezer? Broken ice maker.
Espionage JAXY.
Yep.
Julia Alpha X-Ray Yankee.
Dead mink slut. I know who that is. Hi, Six. He's so angry.
A reminder to all agents, please do not moon the surveillance satellites. It upsets Agent Waller.
How do I open up a...
How do you open what?
Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
We need a couple more people to join because we need to.
I'll be there.
That's how people do that. We think out loud.
Mud Puppy, get in on this.
Sure thing. What's your password?
I'm pulling it all up now.
Your name is your password?
Well, yeah, but it's spelled B-R-I-O-N.
Are you serious? That
Oh,
can be
there.
hacked in 11 nanoseconds.
Uppercase N,
Swoop,
and then
swoop.
lowercase e, smiley face,
Minimize,
frowny face, laughing out loud face, and
motherfucker.
registered
Really?
trademark sign.
Bitch.
That'll work.
I talk to my monitors a lot.
As long as they don't answer you back, you'll be okay.
Okay, check. Box.
You look tired, Leslie.
Yeah, it's
Do I
been
spell
nuts
dot
lately.
like
I haven't been
DOT,
this busy
or is it
since
like
we
a
faked
dot?
the moon landing.
No, just a dot.
No, we faked a fake moon landing. You know, just to mess with people.
But the first one
Oh,
was
there we
real.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think we met the lizard men?
So, as soon as we get a couple more people, then, we'll fucking play. So right now, oh, there we go. We got one more. And I know best stepdad ever is gonna try to join. So, just need a couple more.
What does that mean?
If my dog could play, he probably would.
It's just a nuclear event drill.
No, he'd lick it and then chew on it for a little bit.
Right? That fucking shit eater is on my shit list right now. Like, literally. Because, again, like the last time I let him out, he decided to eat shit. Because reasons. I don't fucking know.
They say dogs eat poop because they lack other nutrients.
That's so weird.
I don't think I can do this.
I know.
I have a fear of depth.
I get it.
Depth-phobic.
All right, well, I'm going to start this fucking game if nobody else is playing. Like, you guys fucking requested it.
Good luck.
So, just waiting on you guys.
Where you at?
Right? You guys requested this, so I did this for you. And you guys go and stand me up. So that's fine. I'm used to that. All right,
Sure is.
let's do this.
Tomorrow will be even hotter, they say.
Well, hotter than me.
Well, I've played all the Tetris I can stand for the next few days. The only thing left to do? No, not switch to Dr. Mario. Take all the info your government has collected on its citizens and use it to play a little game I like to call Guespionage. Off we go. Who's up first?
Oh, shit.
We've collected data about everything, even this. What percentage of people do not label their moving boxes?
Oh, goodness.
Make it a good guess. You'll get more points the closer your guess is to the actual percentage.
Waiting for Minx to enter a percentage.
We have an answer.
And that's the thing I don't understand is that
okay, everyone else.
all of us
Time to
that
guess
were
if
in
the
the
actual
military,
percentage is higher or lower.
All of our boxes were labeled.
Right? Like, who the fuck doesn't label their goddamn boxes?
I do. I label
Everyone
everything.
says higher. Okay, let's see the
I mean,
right
yeah.
answer.
Oh, fuck
21%.
yeah. Suck a dick,
Dang,
bitches.
you nailed that guess.
I'm glad you're happy.
Who picked lower? No one got it right. Lame.
So tell me how you really feel.
I'm winning.
Who's next?
I'm competitive. I don't know what to tell you.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
It wanted the percentage on who doesn't, not who
What
does.
percentage of people prefer waffles over pancakes?
Oh.
Oh,
Percentage of
Jesus.
people prefer waffles. Dude, that's a great question.
So much more syrup.
Right?
I like the syrup thing. I fucking love syrup.
Yeah.
I would like to say 100%. Man, you know, there are some people that are just like pussies and stuff. So I'm really going to go towards 50, you know, maybe.
Hurry up.
Fuck.
52%. What do y'all think? Higher or
fuck.
lower?
60. That was weird.
One of you thinks it's higher.
Guespionage.
And Surveil says
Oh!
51%.
Cause!
1%. Can't
What'd
do
I
much
do?
better than that.
Dude, you're so good!
Who got it right?
Did I do good?
No way.
Dude, you were 1% off.
Awesome.
That's
Next up.
amazing.
Dude,
All
I
right,
mean,
buckle
waffles,
in. I've got one
they
for you.
hold so much syrup, and I love syrup.
do.
I love syrup. And butter, and it holds the butter.
Adult photos.
What percentage of people stash private photos on their
Oh.
computers in a file folder with a misleading name?
You dirty motherfuckers. I'm waiting.
Porn.
Oh, yes, right? All you naughty pictures. Ooh.
I have no naughty pictures.
Right? 95%. Everybody. Everybody fucking does it.
They put it under a
You're
file
almost out
called
of time.
stuff.
Or like religious. I love Jesus.
95%. Okay, higher or lower?
Dude,
everyone is saying lower.
I just wonder how
And
many
the
people
correct
actually
answer
lied
is
during
Right.
this one.
You know what? You know,
21%.
there's no reason for me to keep anything on my
Terrible
computer
news.
when I
You
can
need
go
to
to
be
like
within 30% to get
Pornhub.com
points.
and
Let's see
anything
who got
that I
it
want
right.
is there.
Here's some
Right.
points.
If there was anything.
Mud Puppy. Seriously, that was a terrible guess.
Okay, who's up next?
That's a terrible guess.
Yeah, I should have put like.
What should I search for in the
Dead
old
mink
surveillance pro
slut.
next?
You're such
I
an
know.
asshole. Fuck you.
What percentage of people have voted for someone on an election ballot just because they like the person's name?
You gotta remember, people are stupid. So just remember that.
Dead mink slut.
I'm guilty of this one.
Time's a wasting.
Ballot just because they like their name. That's like a
27%.
gay question for a gay
All right,
guy. So
what do you think?
It kind of matches.
Right? I don't know. I don't know.
Running out of time.
Waiting on you, Dad.
Most of you are
Oh,
saying
damn
higher. Okay, right answer is
Missed it. I missed my opportunity.
40%. What's the alternative? Reading someone's platform?
Right?
Who got it right? Ooh, points for you.
Even though Kaz is like skull dragging us.
Right?
No, I can't. I have no options. It says stepdad,
Time
which is
for
me.
round two.
There's guespionage, and I have no options.
That's weird.
First up, I'm going to search for.
Man, round one scores.
Baseballs. Ooh, Cuffs would know about this.
What percentage of people have caught foul balls or home
Okay,
runs at
I
professional
suck
baseball
really
games?
God.
I'm in place. Is Cups here?
No.
Okay, we have a guess. 15%. In round two, you can double down if you think the guess is off by 15% or more. Just pick much higher or much lower. If you're correct, you're mama's little angel.
How do
You
I
get double
vote?
the points.
It's not giving you an option to vote?
You're close. There ought to be an option for
Running out.
yes.
Just one of you is saying higher. Now let's get to the right answer.
Higher or lower.
9%. And those of you who jumped in front of a kid to do it, we know.
Right? We know.
Let's see who got it right. Here's some points. As for you, that's too bad. That answer was closer than 15%.
So how do you
Shouldn't
how do you
have doubled down.
donate to your bike ride, Mud Puppy?
Next up,
You have a GoFundMe.
I'll bet our database.
We have a
has some
GoFundMe
juicy
set
data
up.
for this.
It's GoFundMe.com,
Given a choice between
and
superstars
I kind
Michael
of messed up
Jackson
on the
and Prince,
address
what percentage
because
of
it's like
people
super
love
long.
Prince?
But it's GoFundMe.com/outside-the-studio-tour. I will do.
Everyone else,
Oh.
higher or lower?
Oh, goodness.
Do your dog.
My mixer chat signed out. Now I gotta re-sign all that in. I was gonna drop it in the mixer chat.
Oh
Hurry
no.
up.
Everybody knows how much of a pain that is to sign in sometimes.
And all my dogs are asleep right now.
Ah.
They put themselves to bed.
Most people said lower, and Surveil says
Figure it out.
43%.
Stop.
Less
Just
than half
fucking
for
stay
Prince.
there.
It's probably what killed him.
Sit, stay.
I know, right? God.
Who
How do I talk to ones and zeros
Nice
and
job.
tell
I've
them to
got some
fucking
points for
just
you.
zero?
11001011101.
Double points for
I can
saying
drag
much
that
lower.
window here, and I'm like fucking happy. But when
next?
I release, it goes back to 1. But I don't want it
the
to.
president
I want
asked
to
us
stay
to
at
look this
0.
up yesterday.
And it's a bitch.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
What percentage of people
Nerd
own
stuff.
a pair of Crocs?
Go, Mud Pup.
Where at? If you're in the South, like everybody owns a pair.
I don't.
No.
I'm in
No,
the
they
South.
don't.
Right? No.
60%.
No, they
Okay.
don't.
Higher or lower?
South Georgia, I'm sorry.
Fucking no. No, dude.
Right? For the love of humanity. No.
Hurry up. The vote is lower. And the correct answer is...
Watch, it's fucking higher. Oh, good.
18%. I've got a pair in the
Fuck
pond
yeah.
in my backyard. I call them Snappy and Bitey. Let's see who got it right. Well done. You get points. Okay, who's up next?
Hey,
Oh, here's one we've been especially interested in.
Hey, Grand Theft
Don't
Auto
ask.
boyfriend. I'm only in like a commanding lead over you.
What percentage of
Ouch.
adults have played Truth or
That
Dare
was
after
code
turning
for
30?
you better fucking submit.
Who's the bitch now?
30. I did once.
Like truth or dare with my dating life, or like what are we talking about? What kind of truth or dare?
20%.
Just
Everyone
generally
pick
truth or
higher
dare.
or lower.
20. Me. Well.
What do you think?
Actually,
It's
kind of
unanimous
sucks
again?
because
Okay, let's see the
some
right
of my
answer.
friends are like a lot more
Oh,
adventurous.
son of a
21%.
bitch!
Only one
Ah,
That's how you
dude,
espionage.
amazing guess. However, I still hate you. So
Nice. No one guessed correctly. Woof.
Speaking of getting skull drugged,
It's time for the
I am
final
definitely
round.
getting skull drugged.
By hacking hundreds of cell phones,
You
we
are.
found the most popular answers to this question. What do people
I've been
think is the
slacking on
funniest
these
word
games.
in
I'm
the
just
English
not-
language? Now let's see
What
the
do
answers.
people think is the funniest word in the English language? Ball.
You have 3
Balls.
chances to pick the most popular answers on the board. Good luck.
Boobies. Moist.
kerfluffle. Oh my god.
Don't forget to use all 3 of your picks.
Kerfluffle.
You can like end any
I had to pick it
conversation
just
by
because
saying,
of that. Kerfluffle.
I know.
All right, motherfucker, fluffle.
You got one more, Mud Pop. Hurry
Damn.
up.
Any
more.
other popular
One.
kumquat?
All right, let's see what everyone picked.
Kumquat.
Kumquat.
Now let's take a look at the results.
Poop.
Feels a lot better. My puppy.
What the fuck?
That wasn't an option.
Ah, sucked at
Who's
that.
gonna get the gold star? Who is it, boy?
I don't
Who is it?
see it.
It's
Damn it! Stepdad!
What?
You won!
I did?
With a come from
Yeah.
behind win.
all our data.
Literally,
This is
with
now
a
we can
come
never
from
let you leave the
behind
facility.
win, ladies
Good
and
job.
gentlemen.
'cause I
Motherfucking
fucking
best stepdad ever.
I'm like flexing here.
Holy fuck.
Really, dude, you ought to see my
Bravo.
my lumps are fucking awesome.
Where's it at? There we go.
Such a
Taste.
good game. All right.
Boom.
And with that, we're fucking done. So,
See you tomorrow
Just
for
everybody
Savagery.
just go
Yes.
and click that little link I just put in
the mixer
chat.
Yes, definitely. Especially whoever it was that said you want to do games and you would donate $20 to fucking play games. Like, time to pay up, because we put up. So
Pay up, sucker.
I mean, pay up or put up or however that backwards thing goes.
I know, right? Oh,
Done.
my fucking Grand Theft Auto boyfriend beat me, and now I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Right. Now you gotta like snuggle with him and like, you're like.
No,
you know,
I don't though. That's the best part about us having like, you know, a
long
video
distance
game
relationship.
relationship is I don't have to fucking touch him or let him touch me. So who's really winning in this situation?
But the
it's right there.
The cyber snuggle thing happens. Sorry. But you're good.
You're right. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend, and we will be here. Mud pup.
Good night.
We will be here tomorrow for Saturday Night Savagery with Jay Reddy and Pookie. So make sure to tune in. All right, thanks, you guys. Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Deuces.
There was a failure to communicate. So set to leave, but we were forced to wait. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally